Hey, my
Oh,
dog.
what's
What up,
up,
my boy?
man?
What up, my
Nothing
boy?
much, nothing much. Oh, you gotta be just like me.
Hey,
Cover up the
hey, I'm
head. You
trying to
already
get
know.
like you. I'm trying to get like you, my boy.
Oh man, it's taking years. It's taking years.
How you been, man?
Dealing with this back, man. I injured my lower back like last weekend, and it's like
Damn.
it hurts for me to like sit down. So I've
What'd
been
you
like
do?
messing around with my friend, and like, we were just like playing around, and then, he slammed me, but then he had fell, so we like fell like an awkward way, and
Jesus.
it kind of messed me up.
Dang, bro. I hope it's not serious, man. That's
Oh
kind
no,
of
not
crazy.
at all. I can still walk. It happened like last week, so it's been healing. It's just like certain like ways I sit kind of like set it off, which for some
Mm.
reason is setting it off right now. I was sitting like this all day. I don't know
I-
what's happening, but we're all
Is
good.
it a disc injury or is it just like
Um, I think it's like I want to. It's like a what is it? My lower lumbar
really?
sciatic or something like that.
Damn,
Something
dude.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
pretty serious.
yeah, hopefully everything just irons out. I might have to go back to the doctor. But enough about
Yeah.
me. Let's talk about D23.
Back. Oh, dude. Oh, dude. Let's get into it. First off, let's just kind of go in order, like the Marvel stuff, man. Let's get into
Okay,
that.
Marvel. Honestly, when it comes to, I don't know why everybody was so like disappointed. I mean, again, I wasn't really expecting much. Every time I go into a Marvel press, I'm not really expecting like them to just like drop everything on us. I mean, that kind of just ruins the storytelling if they were just like,
I feel,
oh yeah, here's the X-Men coming out in like 2024, or here's the Fantastic Four, here's the Ghost Rider series. I'm like, just let that stuff like iron in. You know what I'm saying? And then announce it when the time's ready, when the time's
I,
right.
I feel you. So one thing that I did not like about D23 was the fact that they only let 200 people see a lot of the trailers and the content.
Yeah, that I hate that
So
exclusive stuff, dude. It's weird.
yeah, I mean, because now you have influencers that can basically um, tell us what's good and what's not good, which I do not like.
Yeah,
I want to see it myself as a fan. You know, like the 99% of us would like to see it for ourselves. So it's unfortunate that that happened, but yeah, I wish that they could kind of do something different with it. But part of me does like it because we didn't get a lot of stuff for like controversy. Like you know how people just want to make the hype videos and stuff like that. It kind
yeah.
of eliminated. So that's kind of good. I mean, it's for open interpretation. Like we don't necessarily know where this direction of Marvel's gonna go. So I'm okay with that partially, but
Honestly, yeah. That's why I'm like, I mean, again, I wasn't expecting that much. So like when we got the stuff we got, I was just like, okay, I'm fine. I'm good with everything. I wasn't really
I,
like, dang, I was expecting this or I was expecting that. The only thing I was expecting is like a Werewolf by Night trailer, and we got that. A look at Werewolf by
yeah,
Night.
dude. Honestly, I watched it and I don't really think it gave us that much. Like I don't know the context as to what that's really about, so I'm not sure.
I think that's okay, honestly. Like,
Okay,
I mean, the simpler the better. The more, because it leads to more things to be like, shown. Wait, is it? I guess we don't even know if it's a TV show or not, do we?
it's a special. So
Oh,
isn't it supposed
so
to be like
it's like an hour long or something.
maybe it's just like a couple weeks.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I don't know. Like
I'm not
honestly,
complaining.
I'm not complaining either, but like I'm curious as to what they got going down. You know,
Yeah, I don't even think we know if it's canon or not. They just showed us. But again, it's something different, which I enjoy.
for sure, for sure. But yeah, all the Marvel stuff. We got some like Disney movies that are coming out, and then we also
Yeah,
have like remakes,
yeah,
which
remakes.
I'm not necessarily a big fan of them, but there are some that I'm like fans of. Like I like the Aladdin movie. I like it. I don't love it. I like what was the Jungle Book was a good one, but all the other ones have been very repetitive, copy paste, and just uninspired, man. I got to be honest with you. Like a lot of them, I just did not enjoy. But we'll see what direction a lot of these new remakes are going. You know,
Honestly, I still think the remakes will be. I like we're talking about like the Little Mermaid. We're hyping up the Little Mermaid, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like it's still just gonna be like a remake, like not inspired whatsoever, because that's the route that Disney takes with these. So that's the expectation I'm going in with when I go see it. It's like, well, it's not gonna be like inspired. It's just gonna be the exact same movie except live action. But I genuinely think that's where Disney was going. Disney is not trying to like change that. They're just like, we have all these movies. We don't know what else to do with them. We have all these characters in movies. We tried to make sequels for them. The sequels were terrible. So we're just going to
garbage.
make them into live action. Like, and I guess people don't understand that they're trying, me included, we just don't understand that, like, they're trying to, like, just give us an arsenal of, just movies to have. And they're not trying to,
Yeah,
like, be creative whatsoever.
they definitely want to show off
Come
their
in.
like.
Sorry, it's one of my roommates.
Yeah, you good,
Yeah.
bro?
All right,
They
what were you
definitely want.
saying?
Yeah, they want to show off like their IP. They want to showcase everything that Disney has to offer. So like putting the Pinocchio movie on the streaming service, like that was really important for them. And for me, I couldn't watch it. I just did not feel like watching that. I turned it
Yeah.
on in the first like 10 minutes, man. I was like, this ain't it, dog. That ain't it. So it was
Honest,
just
yeah. That's what because that one definitely seemed like very just like soulless. It was just like, well, let's just make a remake. We have this money. Let's just throw a remake. Just same thing with like Dumbo. I know Dumbo failed too.
oh, Dumbo was garbage. Lion
Yeah,
King.
Dumbo was terrible.
They should be ashamed that they tried to make Lion King. Lion King is one of the greatest movies of all time.
Wow. I don't even remember when it came out. Didn't it come out like during the pandemic? Like the beginning, it
Uh,
came out like right then and
no,
failed.
20. It was 2019. I think it was like right before the pandemic because I remember.
That's crazy.
But it was a complete copy paste, bro. Nothing different. Yeah, the same. You had some of the same like actors. I mean, obviously you brought back Mufasa, which is cool. You brought back who else? Like Hans Zimmer, he did the music, which is exactly the same as the original. Um, but the reason why I think it was the worst is because there wasn't a lot of emotion in
Yeah.
the animal face, man. So like that was very difficult.
Whose idea was it to give real or put real animals in this musical? Real National Geographic animals. Like they're not even like animated
Crazy,
whatsoever.
crazy man. They
There's
could have
literally
done,
no type of there's like literally no type of like emotion to their face. Like every
I,
time I saw it, it was just like a blank expression.
and it was weird. And they tried to showcase that movie as like the Beyonce's Lion King, which is like the horrible thing to do because she's not an actor. She
Yeah.
is not an actor at all, and you could tell she was just reading the lines,
Yeah.
bro.
Just
So
reading the lines is like as possible, like as good as she possibly could. It really just sounded like an excerpt before her album or something. Like I was expecting like a beat to drop.
oh, absolutely, man. That was just Disney being Disney, bro. Trying to bring an
uh,
audience. So I get it, but like not a good movie, bro. I think their best films are the originals. Like they're movies that haven't been done before. So like movies that they have a new direction and they haven't actually like been done in a previous way. Like I feel like they've done so well with the newer projects. Something that's original. It has its own lore to it. You can basically be as creative as you want with it. So I think they should be focused on making new stuff rather than making movies that we've seen before. Like Lilo and Stitch, bro. Why are you making another movie based
I don't know, bro. I want to.
on?
I think I honestly want to see the Lilo and Stitch one. I just want to see what they do with Stitch. Like,
Okay,
what will Stitch look like?
but that's the thing. That's all we want to know. What would he look like? Like I don't think people really want a reboot for everything in the past.
Hmm.
Maybe like even the Mulan movie, bro.
Mulan was something different, but they honestly they changed Mulan so much that it took the what made the movie great. It just took it away because it was like she already came. Like the thing is about Mulan, it's like a coming of age story. It's like a hero's journey. But you can't have a hero's journey if the hero is already good at what they're trying to overcome.
For
I'm just
sure, man.
like, what are you doing? Now I don't care about there's nothing to care about because they already have everything jam packed. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Like she had to train to be a warrior. Like
Yeah,
that was part of like the whole film. Like one of the themes. Like she had to prove that she was one of the soldiers and one of the men. So yeah, I totally agree. But
yeah,
they took Mushu out of Mulan. I think that was
yeah. There
mostly
was no
because
issue. I just realized that.
man, I think it was mostly related to the culture. They were trying to take it overseas to China and all that. So Mushu, I don't think that was something that they liked. So I understand why that wouldn't be in the Mulan live action movie. Take a classic, reskin it, and call it new. Pretty much.
Basically, what they're doing, yeah. But then again, it's like it's basically like it's like product. They're looking at this as like product. It's not like an actual movie. It's just like let's just throw this out there. Let's put the hottest actor in it, and let's just get paid. That's it. That's all they're doing.
Absolutely. How
It's
do
like
I
a
feel?
new line of action figures, except movies.
Oh yeah, man. They're just trying to repackage everything, which I'm not gonna blame them for doing it, but it's just I don't know why. Why should I watch the same movie over and over again? It just
Yeah,
I don't dig it. But there, I mean, I like Maleficent. I like that movie. I like.
Maleficent is like it's like a different. Oh, that sucks. I was looking at the chat, but Maleficent is like it was like a different take on the character. They made her like an anti-hero, which is kind of
Cool.
weird because it's like well, it's cool and weird because it's just like so. And these are all prequels, so it's like it's before Sleeping Beauty. But then I'm just like, so what made her turn into like a bad guy and actually like because she goes from protecting I don't know Sleeping Beauty's name. She goes from protecting Sleeping Beauty to like trying to like kill her basically. And I'm like,
Right.
where was the switch? What happened?
I have no clue, honestly. Like, I haven't. I've only seen that movie like one time in my lifetime, bro. But I
Yeah, me
liked it. It
too.
was
It's been a minute.
pretty good. But
They dropped the second one too, but I don't really know if that one was good or not.
I don't remember that one. I know it's on Disney Plus though.
Yeah, it came out like 2019. We don't remember a lot of movies that came out in 2019.
A lot of these movies and shows don't really have the watchability to like rewatch and remember them. So
Yeah, the replayability because it's just like and that's the thing. I've actually found myself rewatching a lot of the animated Disney movies. I never I like every time I'm on Disney Plus, I see like the live action remakes. I haven't watched a single one. I was trying to remember if I watched any of them. I haven't. It's been mostly all the '90s animated ones. Like I remember finishing Beauty and the Beast not too long ago.
what do I think about Halle? First off, she got casted as probably the most talented person to take on that role, bro. Like there is no one more talented than Halle Bailey. Let's get
Honestly, she could play honestly Halle Bailey could play like any Disney princess.
yeah,
I
she's
would
that.
we get like a whole like Halle Bailey like remake, just all Disney remakes, but she's just the star of them.
She can sing, she can dance, she can like pretty much do anything, bro. Like so,
Honestly, yeah.
I do not have a problem with it. A lot of people.
Have you seen like the leak? Like I guess somebody leaked the whole "Part of Your World" song. Yeah,
I
the whole song she's singing it. It's like the whole scene. Actually, not the whole song, the scene. Like you can see it and
oh
stuff.
wow. I think I remember seeing like bits and pieces of it on TikTok. So like I saw like it was basically shot for shot like the original, which is weird, but I mean it's kind of cool because she's a good actor.
Again, it's just like product. Wait, give me 1 second. What's up?
Nah,
What? No. Oh, yeah. Yeah. My fault, yeah. Yeah, yeah, it's all good. It's all good, yeah. Yeah. They can't see you. Oh. Yeah. Oh. You can, yeah.
What up, dog? What up, man? What's up, man?
I'm Nate. Yeah, this is my roommate.
Nice to meet you, man.
I seen you guys. I seen you guys debate before. Cool, good
Really?
stuff. Yeah,
I'm
yeah, for sure, bro.
He's annoyed right now, dude. Tylen's like,
Man, I just came here to tell him to wash the dishes, though. So. Yeah, yeah, back injury. No. Okay, but anyways.
Yo.
All right.
But yeah, she pretty much do anything, man. And people are always talking about merit. They're always talking about like casting the most talented person for the role, and they did. They really did, man. Like, there's no one that could do that role better than her.
Exactly. And I saw like a video where I skimmed over it, but it was basically talking. They went into like an analyzation about like the song and how like she captures like I guess the innocence and range of Ariel's voice, because it actually does make sense because Ursula wanted Ariel's oh my god, it's a tongue
Yeah,
twister.
yeah.
Ursula wanted Ariel's voice for I forgot, I don't remember the reason, but it's very significant to her. And the thing is, it seems, and the person was like, Hallie is trying to like showcase like how I guess majestic the voice is, that how she like goes up and down octaves while singing, how like she puts her own little rip on like the ending part of your world.
Good. She's so fucking good.
Yeah, it's
Like,
really it's nice detail.
facts. She had been acting since she was like 5, bro. Like, she was
Oh
in
wow.
yeah, she was in Tyler Perry movie. When people talk about, oh my bad. Yeah, when people talk about her not being the right person for the role, it's just kind of a slap in the face, bro. Like, it really
Yeah.
is. I just
Yeah, because I see a lot of people like I don't know. I haven't really seen a lot of people talk about her like specifically, but they just mostly talk about the race. But like even though
dude,
like even so, when I see people talk about like her specifically, I'm just like, you don't know what you're talking about, dude. Like
exactly. I
she
don't
is
even know who she is.
objectively a talented person.
Absolutely, bro. They don't know who she is, so like they're just saying whatever. So it
Exactly.
just
I saw
doesn't really.
one comment. No, like one comment like killed me, dude, because it was like Halle Bailey's like 50 years old and she's playing a 16-year-old, and I'm like, you're thinking of Halle Berry. Yeah.
Oh my god,
I was like, she's like 22, dude. What are you talking about? And then it hit me. I'm like, oh, okay.
she's young, bro. She with DDG, bro.
Yeah, yeah, I saw
She
that. I
with
was
that.
like, DDG. I remember him from YouTube. I'm like, what?
That's the only L she'll ever take, bro.
With DDG.
She's not even
How?
black.
No. Gosh.
But I mean, I have no issues with it. I think Disney has a good rollout, for the most part with the Marvel stuff. Um, I was kind of intrigued about like the because it seems like they're going in a diverse direction. Like, they're bringing in a lot of new princesses of color. They're bringing in heroes of color. We have Blade coming up. We have the Mufasa movie. So that's going to be interesting. I don't know how to feel about that one, to be real with you.
Mufasa movie?
Yeah, because it's an origin story, you know.
I don't know what the point of it is. Honestly, I mean, like Mufasa served. Mufasa is just kind of like a plot device. Honestly, he was just kind of there to like
Die.
just like push the narrative of Simba's coming of age story. And I'm just like, why are we doing this? Like,
I don't
there's
know.
Mufasa's a cool character, but there's literally no story to tell unless you
I
want to
don't know,
just
dude. You know,
shoehorn something in there.
absolutely. I think that's what's happening. So you know who Barry Jenkins is, right? You ever heard of Moonlight?
Yeah, I have. Yes.
Yeah, so the dude that directed Moonlight, he's gonna direct that film, and basically, he said his direction of the movie, he said it was gonna be like The Godfather. So weird, right? Weird. So he's going for Godfather direction, and I don't know what that means. Like, are we supposed to see like
Are we gonna see lions get like taken off the map and stuff? We're gonna see like
I don't know,
hits and stuff. Lion
drive-bys or
hits.
seeing
Yeah,
lion?
lion
Is Don Corleone
drive-bys.
gonna be? Is Marlon Brando gonna be in that movie, bro? Like, what's going on?
Exactly. Like what? I don't know what to expect now. I mean, kudos for Disney to being creative, but it's like not like this. No, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm just like I don't. Again, I'm stuck on how to feel about that.
Yeah,
If it was like someone like Scar, I would be like, okay, they're
I,
pulling the Maleficent. They're pulling like a Maleficent route. They're gonna give us like a Scar origin story. But
for sure.
it's Mufasa, the plot device. The the again, he's a cool character, but he has nothing going for him narrative
Yeah,
wise. I mean, he was literally just there to. He's just like the father figure. That's it. I mean,
absolutely.
again,
And
what can you do with that besides like shoehorning in like just a random story that has nothing to do with the actual
but
Lion King?
I like it because it's new. It's not something we've seen before. I mean, we've seen Lions, live action Lions, which I mean, it didn't really go well, but we haven't seen a plot like that. It could be, it could be successful. I don't know if it will be successful, but we'll have to give it a chance. That's
I
kind
mean
of
it is live action too, so we're basically gonna see the Lion King remake except original this time.
oh yeah,
So now
bro.
I'm thinking, I genuinely don't want to see those lions again, dude. Those soulless lions.
But you know what's crazy though? You've seen the Jungle Book, right?
Yeah, the Jungle Book is
Dude,
great.
that movie, bro, that's the best of the live action movies, which is crazy.
Exactly.
And the direction was way different. It was way different. My bad, man. There's
Oh no, it's all good, bro. It's all good.
good. But yeah, you can see the emotion. You had so many talented actors. You had Giancarlo in that movie. You had Lupita Nyong'o, Bill Murray. Bill Murray was in that.
Really?
Who? So many actors that kind of made that movie successful. And it wasn't the emphasis wasn't really on the music. It was just about the plot itself. So I think that really did really well. And they also gave us a new story with that. They gave us a new story about a coming of age story for a young child. So
Yeah.
I think the Jungle Book is the reason why it's good is because it's new. It's a revamped story. If they can do the same thing with that film, I think it could be good. And they got to change up
Hopefully.
the animation, man. You gotta have some smiles or something, man.
Yeah. Because like even in the Jungle Book, you use like realistic animals, but they still had animation. Like they still their faces still animated. Because
Absolutely. And you
like
can
I
go ahead.
couldn't like while watching Lion King, I couldn't even tell like if Simba was like sad, if he was upset, or if he was happy. Like it's same thing with like Timon and Pumbaa. Like they're the most like brightest, jolliest characters in that movie.
Oh,
And in the remake, they just look dead. They literally just look dead.
for sure, man, for sure. But about the Jungle Book movie, it didn't look too cartoony when they were like making the facial expressions and like laughing and doing human actions. Like it wasn't too much.
Yeah,
I just thought it was good. I enjoyed it, but can that recreate that? We don't know. Honestly, I have no clue.
I gotta give it. I gotta just put. I forgot the guy's name, but he directed Moonlight. And I heard Moonlight was super super good. So you know what? I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt. I never give the benefit of the doubt with these Disney remakes. But for this one, I'm just gonna go in no expectations. Not even
Yeah,
gonna watch the
that's
trailer.
what you got to do. Like you can't watch a movie with just like expectations on it. You just gotta watch it with just what's presented in front of you, and that's why people get upset, bro.
Yeah. That's what we're forgetting. That's what I keep forgetting nowadays. It's like this movie doesn't owe me anything. You know,
Absolutely.
I'm here watching this movie to be like entertained. I'm not trying. You're not supposed to be expecting like something big. The most you're supposed to be expecting is like entertainment. I mean, that's what a movie does. But you're not like anything else. That's a you problem.
For
That's
sure,
not the
for sure,
movie's
bro.
problem.
I agree, man. Um, what else do they have? So they have the
Um,
Marvel stuff. They have like Hocus Pocus, like all those other like that Agatha Harkness show.
they
Um,
did they said something about that?
I think they just talked about it. They didn't really like go into it or anything, but like the Marvels, apparently the Marvels had a like a trailer, which is supposed to
Yeah, I
be
heard about that.
about that.
They told us about the plot too. It's like every time they like use their powers around each other, they like trade locations. Which
Yeah, weird.
okay, I mean that's fun.
It
That-
sounds pretty creative. It's very
yeah, it's
creative.
pretty
I don't know if
fun.
it's good, but
I don't. I'm glad it's just not like. I'm glad it's not like let's team up and take down a bad guy because we've
yeah,
seen that before.
exactly. I agree. I agree. And it doesn't seem like they're forced um for a team up movie. You know what I'm saying? Like it just seems like it's something organic.
Yeah,
So if it works out, we'll see. I
yeah,
actually watched Captain Marvel. I watched Miss Marvel, WandaVision. So I like all three of the characters. I'm not a big fan of Captain Marvel, but I don't hate Brie Larson.
yeah.
I no issue. Like people
Brie
don't know
Larson doesn't owe me anything. Why would I hate Brie Larson? She doesn't even know my name.
that I'm not fond of the character. That's all it
Yeah,
is. Like I think people on TikTok really love to criticize things that they're not really aware of. Like we're not actors. We don't know how to act.
yeah,
Like how are we gonna tell Brie Larson how to um act in her film, how to deliver a project? Like we just can't do that for her. It's her job to, you know, make the it's not make the project, but to perform. And
yeah,
if we don't like it, we don't have to like it, but we don't have to antagonize her and
yeah.
treat her
Because if
like
anything, she's doing us a service by bringing this fictional character to life. Like
absolutely,
if it wasn't for people like her, that like if it wasn't for people like Robert Downey Jr. or Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth, Mark Ruffalo, Elizabeth Olsen, if it wasn't for all of them, there probably wouldn't really be an MCU. Like wouldn't the MCU wouldn't be as big as it is right now. These actors would not have been as talked about as they are. We would not have been as like as satisfied as we are of the MCU. Because and I always hate, I really do hate this argument. But at that point, like when it comes to that at that point, you have to be grateful that they're doing, they're putting forth the best effort to give you a good performance and a good adaptation of this character.
absolutely. And we also have to acknowledge that she did not write the movie.
Yeah,
She didn't. Not her fault. Why are we blaming her for doing her job? She did her job. She's not a bad actor. She's been in plenty of films that have been successful. She was in Scott Pilgrim. She was. I don't even know like all the films she's really been in, but like
I know she was in Kong, the first Kong movie,
that's
Skull
right.
Island.
She's not a bad actor. Just people are hating. People are hating, bro. Like
Most of
yeah,
the MCU will complain about it.
13. She was in 21 Jump Street.
She was.
Yeah, she
I gotta go watch that now. Are you serious?
dude, she's funny. She's funny, bro. Like I don't know why people hate Brie Larson. Like I don't.
Yeah, because seeing her, what was it? That interview that everybody's talking about, where she's just like, "Well, I don't know if they want me to come back." That really hurt. That made me sad because I'm like,
I was like,
God damn, like, I'm just like, damn, she does. Nobody really, no actor deserves hate, bro, for playing a
facts,
fit made up character.
absolutely. Like, Moses Ingram, John Boyega. None of those
Yeah, I
actors.
talked about them in my
Yeah,
video.
I saw your video, man. No one deserved to be treated like that.
Yeah,
Like, it's just they were bombarded with hate comments and in their DMs they had horrible things sent to them, like death threats, like John Walker.
yeah.
What,
Um,
what, what's his
Wyatt
name?
Russell. Wyatt
Why?
Russell. That's the actor's name.
Dude, Wyatt is a very talented actor. Like, I liked his performance as John Walker. Why are you sending a death threat to a fictional interpretation? He's not he's
Yeah,
nothing
dude,
bad.
he's not like that in real life. Trust me. Like I don't understand that, dude.
Absolutely. She was acting in
But
Room. I've never seen Room. I don't know what that movie is, but if it's good,
Ezra
I might.
Miller. I mean, Ezra Miller is like a I don't know. Ezra Miller's not a good person. Again, no one deserves hate. Like, don't go sending death threats to Ezra Miller because why are you doing that? But like, then again, that Ezra Miller's not a good person, so it's like I'm nah. He's out of the conversation.
He's kind of entitled, man. Like, why do you think you get to be in this movie if you're going to wreak havoc on innocent people? And I think the reason why he's done that is because he's privileged, or excuse me, they're privileged. They're privileged, and they think that they can do whatever they want. And he's been
Yeah,
rewarded basically doing whatever he wants. So
he's
DC
like,
needs to decision. They need to recast. I was thinking they could recast with like Austin Butler or someone, like someone that they have a good relationship with Warner Bros.
yeah.
But we honestly don't know. Like we have
If
no clue.
they again, if they did Austin Butler, yeah, I think that just had to be like a again like a one and done thing because like I think we talked about this, didn't we? Because I was
Yeah,
like, Austin Butler's such a good actor. You don't really want to like keep using him in the same role over and over and
absolutely
over because there will be a point where it's like, well,
repetitive.
what now? He's gonna get stale. Like, for example, Tom Holland's not a stale actor, but it's like if you see Tom Holland in something, number one, you're gonna associate him with Spider Man. You're gonna be like, oh, well, he plays Spider Man, and number
Yeah,
two, you're probably gonna base his role in whatever movie it is off of Spider Man. Because that's what I
yeah,
did with Uncharted. And if you look at if you watched Uncharted, to me it felt like it was just Peter Parker with Mark Wahlberg. That was it.
yeah. You know, man, it's kind of crazy that you say that because a lot of actors, some people see movies because their favorite MCU actors in a movie. You know what I'm saying? Like people probably wouldn't have gravitated towards the Uncharted movie if it was someone else. Because I mean, that was the direction that they wanted to go. They wanted someone young, and they want to make multiple projects. So Tom Holland is certainly the person that they're looking for, and he has a good relationship with Sony, so he's marketable around this time. Like he's successful. Like they're trying to
Yeah.
make as much money as possible. But I understand that. But I think cause creep, I can play Flash. All I need is a trench coat. I'm done. I'm done, my boy. You crazy. You down bad. You down bad. But it's funny. Yeah, Austin Butler. He was rumored for Green Arrow. That's right. I
Really?
forgot.
I don't. I see Austin Butler as Elvis, so I need to watch him in something else.
That's what I'm saying. Man. Like you can play Elvis, right? But like, what else can you do? Because
Yeah, like, I'm just he's Elvis to me.
exactly, like he was a Disney actor. Like he was on Nickelodeon. Like that doesn't mean
Whoa, wait, he was a Disney actor? Wait,
yeah.
what was he in Disney?
He was on Zoe 101, and then he was on Zoe 101's Nickelodeon. But like he was
Oh,
like other stuff, man. I think I can't remember, but he
yeah.
was certainly in a Disney show.
I never watched Zoe 101 growing up. I was always like iCarly and Victorious.
Really, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but like he's had a huge background in Disney. So yeah,
I heard his acting is good, but he's like not a he's not a good person. What do you mean? I know nothing about Austin Butler.
me neither.
Someone enlightened me on Austin Butler.
Yeah, he was in Montana, and he was on Zoe 101 and iCarly.
Oh, he's on iCarly. See, now I
Yeah,
gotta look this up. What in the world? I think I've seen him before. Okay, okay. If he is who I think he is, then I've seen him.
yeah.
I'm gonna look it up real quick.
But I honestly don't see the point in like I'm not big on fan casting because a lot of these actors, how do we know they want to actually do it to begin with? Like they may have other roles that they're considering. They may not want to commit to anything. And that's why, like, all the speculation on the Fantastic Four stuff, like, I feel like um we just gotta wait, man. Like, who knows
Yeah.
if have you seen You?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
Penn Badgley,
sure.
Badgley.
As
I don't
the
know how to pronounce his last.
yeah,
He's one of my favorite actors. I love
he's
seeing him in anything.
great.
But like, I don't know. Again, like you said, you have to wait and see because I'm known for. Oh, sorry, I can't talk tonight. But I'm known for I see Penn Badgley as like a villain, so it's just like I have to watch him. I have to watch him in something else. But like he's really good in You. He's like actually like charismatic. He has you like rooting for the villain basically.
Yeah, talented,
Like you're
man.
he's like the antagonist. He's basically like the protagonist and antagonist of the show because
Yeah.
again he's not really a good person, but like I don't know. He's got that charisma that you're just like no, I can't see him fail. He's got to keep going.
You there are films that you watch and shows that you watch where you love the villain so much, and it's because like the performance is so good. Like
Yeah,
there's likable villains. Not you don't like what they do,
yeah.
but you just like the way that they're portrayed. So
Like Homelander, Anthony
oh,
Starr.
like Homelander's a horrible person, bro. Homelander's disgusting, but he what's his name that plays him? Oh my god, he's
Anthony
so
Starr,
Anthony Starr is freaking amazing.
such a good actor, man. Because it's just like anytime Homelander's on the screen, bro, he's just like it's just like stop what you're doing and watch.
It really is, man.
Even with like Jensen Ackles as Soldier Boy, like Soldier Boy is no disclaimer, Soldier Boy is not a good person. Do
Not
not
at all.
look up the Soldier Boy, but the way Jensen Ackles just portrays him, it's just cool, dude.
It's great.
It's like
It's
he's just
entertaining. It's great. Come on, man.
it's just like cool as hell, dude. I'm just like, okay. Like I don't see eye to eye with him. I don't look up to him, but it's just like you can look at him and just be like, that's a cool guy.
Yeah, yeah. I see what you're saying. I get it. But yeah, man. There's talented actors out there. I think that the Flash movie, whoever they cast, or even the Fantastic Four film, man, like we just gotta wait. We gotta wait for it, and then we'll find out. But me, I don't know. I'm looking forward to next month. I don't know if you know this or not, but the what's it called? It's coming out. Black Adam, dude. That's literally
Oh, really?
yeah. That comes out in October 21st, man.
Oh man. Now I got to see. Now that is a make or break movie for the
Oh,
DCEU.
oh my gosh,
If
bro.
that movie's not gonna fail because it's The Rock. I mean, it's The Rock. But
It's the
if that movie does like critically bad, then yeah, the DCEU is like in shambles. But if it's like if it does critically good, like everybody likes it, there's hope. There might be hope for the DCEU, just a tad bit.
absolutely, bro. Um, the guy that did um who's doing the Black Adam movie, he did The Orphan. You
Or
know, you
is that the movie? Is that the horror movie where like it's like a grown woman
yeah,
and the kid?
yeah, bro. He did
Yeah,
that.
that movie is dumb. I mean, I don't know what else has he done. Is that it?
Oh, he's done Jungle Cruise apparently.
Jungle Cruise is actually a really good movie.
Really?
That's something that I really like that Disney's doing. I know nobody ever talks about it, but like they're turning their attractions into
Into
movies. Yeah, like you
yeah.
have the Haunted Mansion coming out, and I forgot her name. Oh, what's her name?
Hold up. We gotta talk about that Tiffany Haddish nonsense. I don't know if
Oh
you
man, I just saw that like this morning. I was like, ooh, what is this?
heard. So
I saw you talk about it too. Like you said, career over. There's no coming
uh,
back from that. You're done.
you can't. You just
As soon as you put the words kids and sex, put them together, over. It's done. You're done. You're done.
you're done.
You're done. I don't want to hear any appeals, no rebuttals, none of that. You're done.
I so I understand what they were trying to do, but I think comedy, bro, like there's a line that you can't cross, and
Yeah,
when
and
it
that's the line. That
is,
is
yeah, when it's physical humor where you're like touching on kids and like as a joke, that
Weird.
that's the line. You've passed that line.
Yeah,
You just do it,
that's
man. So
highly that's so weird. I can't get behind that. I literally couldn't like. I'm trying to like see because I like Tiffany Haddish, so I'm like,
me
oh,
too.
say it's not true, and then I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh, because it was on YouTube and I was like, what are you talking about? And I saw it. It was censored, thank God, but I'm just like,
Yeah,
oh, this is not it. This is gross. Like, no,
bro,
I didn't laugh at all. I'm just like, what is going on?
it's sickening. It's sad, man. And the fact that you would bring actual children in
Yeah,
situation, it's like you're willing to do anything for the joke. Like what?
yeah. Yeah, like it's not even like time and a place. It's just like, again, like you said, there's a line you don't cross, and that's it. Like there's certain things that you like. There's certain things that comedy shouldn't touch, and that's one of them.
Man, don't do that, man. But like, what
Yeah,
do they do now that they? Because it's
just
I don't
stay
know
silent. Let your lawyer let your lawyer do everything.
facts, man. Because
Because
she might
anything
not
you
have
say can honestly be used against you at
absolutely.
this point.
She may not have done anything sexual to her. It just the video is very exploitative. So of course you have a 7-year-old and a 14-year-old in that. Like it's tough, man.
Yeah,
It's like, do what do you
it's
do?
yeah, you can't recover, and like nobody's really gonna want to like work with you anymore because it's just like, weren't you a part of that scandal? Like, dude, it's over. It's so over. There's
Gross,
no
man.
there's nothing you can say to like justify this. I don't even think an apology, no, because like, why did you do it in the first place? Like, if you close a door, it's just gonna open another one. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. And yeah, I mean, Disney Disney has to figure out like what they're gonna do with that film. Are they gonna push it back? Like,
Was
so
she
this
in Haunted Mansion?
yeah, so it's Haunted Mansion. It's
Oh, oh my god, I was looking forward to that.
dude, me too. Me too. Cause dude, I remember the Eddie Murphy one. You remember that? Like,
I remember that one, yeah.
that was great. But they got to start from scratch, man.
Oh my god.
But
And they just had I forget what is her name. She's in Jamie Lee Curtis. Is that her name? She's in Halloween. I think that's her
yeah,
name. They
yeah,
had her come in on a dune buggy, dude. That was so cool. And like, if you ever been to like Disney World, in the Haunted Mansion, that's the thing you get into to like ride. It's a dune buggy, and they had her come out on one. I'm like, okay, I got to go see this movie
yeah,
because I'm thinking that it's gonna be like more ride based than anything. Like Eddie Murphy's was an actual Haunted Mansion, but I think this one's just gonna be like Eddie Murphy's like an actual Haunted Mansion. It didn't reference the ride at all, but I feel like
yeah.
this one's gonna reference the ride more, dude. Oh my god,
What else?
knowing Disney, I think Disney will go ahead and I don't know. I don't want them to drop it now because I'm just like, dang it, I can't
Hey,
support that. I can't.
postpone it, man.
Uh,
Postpone it or something.
yeah,
There's
just wait.
many talented actresses that can replace her, bro. Like Regina Hall, she's great. Who else, man? There's other comedians that could do it. So I mean,
Um, I forgot her name. The mom from Blackish. I mean, she's already
oh,
associated with Disney.
Ross, bro, Tracy Ellis
Yeah,
Ross.
yeah, she's already associated with Disney. She's really funny too. There's one right
Oh,
there.
dude,
Boom.
she's hilarious. Tracy's hilarious. Disney is going to eat itself alive, maybe. I mean, it's still a $1 billion company, so
Yeah, they're not really losing anything, but they're gonna hurt my feelings if they don't drop this movie.
for for sure, dude. What other like Disney ride movies would you want to see?
um, they've already did Jungle Cruise. They've already done Pirates of the Caribbean because if you didn't know, the Johnny Depp Pirates of the Caribbean that's based on the ride. That
Yeah,
like the ride was before that. What's another one? I want to see Space Mountain. Space Mountain would be really cool. I don't
gotcha.
know how you would do it, but that would be sick. What's another? I want to see
Isn't there like a
remake the
Mount
what happened?
Everest? Um,
Yeah, Expedition Everest.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that would be really cool because there's
That,
already a story in that ride. They just never they don't like they don't capitalize on the story. It's just like there basically for an aesthetic. What's another one?
dude, you got me wanting to go back to Disney, bro. Like, yeah,
I go back in October, dude. I'm so ready.
congrats, man. Congrats.
But dang, what is another one? Tower of Terror would be sick.
No, they are doing
Tower-
that. Scarlett Johansson.
Really?
Yes,
Dude,
yes,
that's
bro.
sick. That see this I'm on this tray where you turn all your rides into movies. That's so cool. They could do Big Thunder. They can't do Splash Mountain, never mind. But but man, that would be so that's gonna be
Yeah.
so cool, dude.
It's got a director and everything. Who's directing it? Tower of Terror movie. I don't know. It doesn't say who's directing it, but yeah, that was the plan to have ScarJo be in the film. So
That's
yeah,
sick. I wonder how that's gonna work though, because like Tower of Terror, just well, it takes place. I guess you can just creepy hotel basically. I was thinking, how would that work? Because like I don't think there's really much narrative behind a haunted elevator.
I mean, being trapped in an elevator, there's something you could do with that.
There you go. Yeah,
So
I
I
don't
mean,
know. We just have to wait and see, dude. Man, that's gonna be so cool.
yeah,
Again,
dude.
that's the that if Disney does anything to just like just get me on board, it's that. Like it's just like it's a complete and full bias. I don't care about what anybody says. I'm
I dig it,
full
man.
on board.
I'm with you. Another thing, man. Avengers Campus. What you think about the new thing that they're doing? They're doing like a King Thanos thing.
Yeah, that's so sick,
Secret
man. I could
Wars.
go, dude. You don't even know. I can like go on like a whole just rant about like how cool this ride's gonna be. Like I'm thinking that it's gonna be like screen based. So it's like you're gonna go up to a screen basically, and it's just gonna be like a motion. It's gonna motion like what's going on, and that's what I think it's gonna be. But I think if you ever ridden like Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey, it's basically like you're on this like pole thing, basically like that, and the cart is like right there. So it's like a cart attached to a pole, and the cart will move with the ride, basically. So say like you go like straight up in the air, the cart will move back, and so you're laying on your back looking at the ceiling. Like that's what I want them to do. That'd be so sick instead of
That'd
like
be
taking like the normal like vehicle route. But I don't really know how it's gonna like how you're gonna be incorporated or included in it because it's like it's so many characters. Like this ride has to at least be like 8 minutes long.
wow, dude. That's long. That's
Yeah,
freaking
that
long.
is a long ride.
Oh yeah.
And again, I don't think they'll do like I don't know if they'll go like with the whole 3D route because if you're watching like moving around, you have the glasses on, you're gonna get motion sickness like instantly, and that's not good.
Yeah, I don't think I don't think that's gonna happen. I think it's probably just gonna be big screens and then a lot of motion. So we'll
Yeah,
see. I mean, we'll see how that goes, man. I don't know. I'm excited to see that Guardians of the Galaxy ride. I'm still,
that's already out.
yeah, it's already right, but I haven't
Yeah.
seen it. You know,
Oh, you're waiting to go,
oh, dude, come on, bro.
dude.
You know
You're
what I mean?
not gonna be you're not gonna be disappointed, man. Oh my god, I was getting excited. I was sitting in my chair watching it.
You look like you're geeked, man. Like you
Dude,
look.
man, I love Disney. I love Disney World, Disneyland, Disney World, any Disney theme park. It just got me geeked, dude. Because it's just like I grew up with that. Honestly, I grew up
Uh,
watching like vlog channels, just go to Disney, and like
back.
people are always like, "How do you watch that? Like, why do you watch other people's happiness?" I'm just like, because it feels like I'm there. You know what I'm saying? Like I can look around. Like if somebody came out, like I know this one guy I watch. He goes to Disney like every single day. Now, me, I couldn't do that. I'd be burnt out like immediately. But he
That's
will literally travel to Disney to show you a new muffin they dropped. And you know who's the first to watch that video?
him.
Me.
Oh
Dude, like Disney dropped the
wow,
new
bro.
muffin. Hang on.
That's
Like,
funny,
bro.
bro. I think Disney's great, man. I had a good time when I went. I think that was in 2019, 2020, something like that. It was before COVID. It was before COVID. It was a year before COVID. But I had a good time. Saw a lot of cool rides. There's a lot of great stuff, man. Had
Yeah,
some
it's
dope.
super fun, dude. Super fun. If anybody hasn't been, I suggest like sometime in their life, just go.
Going.
And I understand it's very expensive, but like,
It is, man.
you know, just put that as a goal. Like I'm not telling you like, oh, just go. Like forget
Save
everything
up
else you got to pay for. Just set a goal. Just put it there. Because trust me, once
for
you
it.
reach it, you're not gonna regret it.
Save up for it, man. That's what I would do.
Yeah, but then again, like say like it's like 10 years from. I don't know what Disney World would be 10 years from now. It'll probably
I was
just be
gonna
like a lot of stuff. Like lines will probably be like you probably wait like 9 hours for like one ride. That would suck. That's not worth. Oh, excuse me. That's not worth it at all.
shoot. They'll probably have one in Texas in 10 years. Shit.
Disney World. That's sick, dude.
You know what's crazy, bro? They were gonna. There was plans to build a Disney in Texas, but it never went through.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know why, but like it just didn't happen. Which I don't know. I think it's a conflict of interest for a lot of business. So yeah, a lot of businesses have issues competing with Disney. So I
Yeah.
get, I get it. Disney's big business, man. That's a monopoly. So like
Yeah.
you
I don't.
can't.
I still don't know how like places like Sea World and Busch Gardens and Knott's Berry Farm. I still don't know how those places like exist, like Six Flags, because you have like two like theme park titans, like Universal and Disney. Those are like they go neck and neck. The other ones are just they don't see them as competition because it's just like
Oh,
we
dude.
have all the IPs. We have all the money. We have all the movies. We have the cooler attractions. You guys just you're just there.
Facts. Dude, I've been seeing a lot of videos of these attractions just going haywire. And it's ridiculous, man. I don't know. Like, I don't know if I have like a mutual that just keeps on retweeting that stuff, but like, it, no, seriously, like, I've seen some crazy stuff on these rides. Like, um, there was like a Ferris wheel type of thing. It's like the Superman where it would just go up and
Mhm.
there's a bunch of people inside
Oh,
of
and
the ride.
it just dropped and fell, didn't it?
Oh,
I
dude.
saw that.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I was like,
God.
whoa.
Straight,
But
straight up hazard, bro.
yeah, but
Straight up.
those are like street carnivals. Honestly, if don't do those because what they do is that stuff's not even like really safe. What they do is like they build that in like 12 hours.
Yeah, bro. That's not even there. Like, I don't know if in Texas we have the state fair, which is like a
Hmm.
really big thing. They build it like once a year, man. Like they build it up in like a couple weeks, and
Yeah.
then yeah, it's supposed to be like a really big deal. But like now, I'm thinking about it. Like I really don't want to risk it and get on
Yeah,
the. Bro.
because they put that stuff on a truck and they don't really like test it like they should like with something like I don't know Six Flags they test those rides like every single day and if something's
All
wrong
the
with
time.
it they don't let people on they shut it
They,
down and
they
wait.
bro.
But for something like a fair it's just like oh a bolt's missing it's fine look we'll let it run like they don't really because the difference is one is temporary so they're trying to get all the money they can but the other one is there forever so it's like oh it's down okay we'll wait we have other rides you know what I'm saying. So it's like that's not really anything I want to like trust really especially if it's something that you can take apart and put together that doesn't sound safe whatsoever.
Mm. But yeah, the state fair here is really big, man. Like it's one of the biggest in the nation for sure. In Dallas, it's in Fair Park. We used to always go like at least once a year, and they'd have like cool contests. They'd have like the cheese statues and like the just a bunch.
Cheese statues.
Yeah, like they'd have the rodeo and like a bunch of other stuff. Man, it's badass. But like I enjoyed it when I went, but now that I have a back injury, like I actually do have a back injury.
Oh
Um,
man, twins.
from from lifting, from just lifting, is way back, man. It's years ago, and it still follows me to this day. Like I'm very weary about getting on certain rides, man. So I'm like, dude, I got to be careful. So like,
Yeah,
it
that's
is what it.
honestly me, man. Because I'm really hoping that like this like subsides soon. Because it's like once October comes and I'm there and I'm like, dang, I can't ride that and my back still hurts. Like I would be so bummed out.
Take care of yourself, man. Take care. Do
Yeah,
what you got. But yeah, man. What do you think about yeah? Because what else? What else is supposed to come out? There was like another big movie.
you had a lot
Uh,
of Star Wars stuff come out, but
yeah.
are you are you a fan of Star Wars? I don't think I ever seen you
Uh,
talk about Star Wars on your page.
casually,
Yeah,
casually.
just
Like,
there. Yeah,
I'm not obsessed with it. I know Andor is coming out in a couple of weeks, and I like
Andor.
Rogue One. I like the original movies, like the first three, um, or four, five, and six. I like The Force Awakens was a good movie, but
Yeah,
all the
Force
other
Awakens is amazing.
new Star Wars films and Kenobi, those really haven't been impressive. Like The Mandalorian and Rogue One are really the only projects that really gravitate towards me, and the OG ones.
Um, I you should watch Clone Wars. Like, just
Interesting.
watch everything from the Clone Wars because that's some of like Star Wars' best storytelling. Honestly, like I want to say that's like one of the reasons why Star Wars is like so big right now is because
Mm-hmm.
of the Clone Wars. Because
Got,
if you know Ahsoka, that's where she originated from. That's where she
got,
came from. And there's a
I
lot of like untold stories. Like, there's like a story about like Darth Maul and like Mandalore, where he became the ruler of Mandalore, and that's where the Mandalorians come from, and that's where Din Djarin comes from. The Mandalorian. That's where that's where all of that comes from. So you get to see like that all like the build up at that, and you get to watch it like basically in a way just crumble and switch all the way into like each trilogy. So basically, from like you watch it crumbled into like the original trilogy, and then from the original, well, it stops right when the original trilogy begins, but
gotcha.
not literally, but like timeline wise, Clone Wars, and then like all the stuff that happens in the original trilogy, and it's honestly a really good show. And they just now, I know that's something they dropped. They dropped a basically like a spin-off called like Tales of the Jedi, which is basically
Gotcha.
like the untold stories of the Clone Wars. Which again, it's really cool. Like you can really take like a deep dive into the lore when it comes to just like Clone Wars itself.
And is that supposed to be live action or is it just
It
animated?
is animated, 3D animated, but it's seasons 1 through 3 have like really bad animations, but mind you, this is a series that came out in like 2009,
I think
so it's pretty bad.
now that you're saying that, I think I would briefly remember watching that when I was a kid, but I really wasn't invested in Star Wars like that.
Yeah, I used to love it. It came on like Cartoon Network. It was so good. But then
Yeah.
I think it was like what 2 years ago. I think it was a year. I think it was 2 years ago. It had actually ended in like I forgot when. I want to say like 2012 it ended, but like 2 years ago it got renewed for like one last season.
Oh
So
wow.
yeah, so the last season came out on Disney Plus, and it's like it's great, dude. Because oh man, I don't even want to spoil it. Just go check out Clone Wars. It's so good.
Okay. I'll see if I like it, man. I don't know. I'm a debate on it. You know.
Star Wars is definitely something. It's definitely selective. Like some people like it, some people absolutely hate it, and I completely understand.
Yeah.
Rebels is kind of kiddyish. It's like a downplayed Clone Wars to me.
Gotcha. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of stuff to watch, man. I like the character building in that universe. Like, there's a lot of cool characters in it, and um, even just the lore of Star Wars is pretty interesting. So, I'm intrigued for sure. I'm definitely intrigued. I just want to know where all this Star Wars is gonna go. Like, all this stuff is gonna go. Like, is it gonna end? Like, are we gonna
It
have
can
another?
honestly just continue to keep on going. It's
Is it really?
honestly infinite when it comes to storytelling because it literally all makes sense. Like Star Wars, it's just different genres. Like you could have like a Star Wars rom com or a Star Wars horror movie, and it would fit within the timeline because that's how big it is.
What do you? I think Taika Waititi's supposed to have a project coming out, right?
Yeah, he is. I'm
What do you
scared.
think?
I'm scared. I'm scared. I hope it's not a comedy. That's it. Because what he
It's
did with
you know
Thor is,
you know better. You know what he does.
yeah. Speaking of Thor, I waited until Disney Plus. I said that when it came out, and it came out on Disney Plus, and I watched it for the first time. It is not as bad as everybody made it out to be. Like
Mm,
it's a cute movie. That's literally all I can say.
yeah, I'd
It's a
have
cute
to
movie.
agree. I'd have to agree. It's not what we expected it to be, of
Not
course,
at all. No.
but it's not a bad movie. It's not the direction was not what I wanted,
Yeah,
and
like when people were saying it's like it's a bad joke like every minute, I'm like, not really. I mean, some of the jokes don't land. Like, actually, majority of the jokes don't land. But like, I think that just comes from people trying to like expect like something. I'm not even gonna like try to bash anybody who was expecting this to be like a really serious Thor movie. But I wasn't really. For me, I wasn't expecting it to be like Thor one serious. I know it's gonna have
I,
like the lightheartedness of like Thor Ragnarok, but still have some of the seriousness of like the original Thor. Because I was thinking that this was going to be like a coming of age story of Thor. And even they even set it up when Star Lord's telling Thor to like, hey, you need to go find yourself because it feels like you don't know who you are. They set it up and they don't go anywhere with it. They actually
yeah,
they do, but it's so rushed because it's just like Thor needs to find himself. Oh, he found Jane. Oh, he realizes that he loves Jane. Him and Jane are together. And then something with Gore's daughter. Oh, spoilers, by the way. But
yeah.
something with Gore's daughter, and he found himself within Gore's daughter, and you don't really see that at all. So it's just like, I'm like, it feels like I don't know. It feels like they didn't know what they were gonna do with this movie. It was like
I,
Taika was like, "I want to make this joke. I want to make that joke and that joke." But then got people were like, "You still have a story to write." And he's like, "Oh yeah," and then he just jotted something down.
yeah. My problem with that film is that the stakes were. I've said this multiple times. The stakes were not high. Court like there are so many characters that are on the verge of dying that die, and
Yeah,
that was Peter, that was Zeus, that was Valkyrie. Valkyrie was supposed to kick the bucket. And you also have who else? Yeah, but like every single time when you think something like dramatic is gonna happen, like the tone is kind of switched to be very comedic, and I
yeah,
think I think it does throw it off a little bit. It's just not. I can't take it serious. I can't feel for Thor when the whole movie is making fun of Thor.
yeah. It
It's
is. It really
it's not
is.
it's not sympathizing with the character.
Like they basically put all the trauma he's been through, everybody he's lost. They literally throw it in a montage, and they're like, "Oh, he lost this, he lost that, he lost that, he lost that. All right, let's move on." Like, are you not going to like address like you're not going to like keep that on his mental? This dude was literally so depressed that he became fat. He just stopped caring. Like that would have
I
been so perfect to see him like, you know, a coming of age story, him finding himself. I remember when before it came out, I was like, Thor 4 has the potential to be one of the best MCU movies of all time. I stand corrected. It was not the best movie of all time. But that's the mindset that I believe everybody had going into this because you saw the trailer. You even like from him like the scene where he's like a little kid and he's running and it is showing him grow up as he's running. I'm like, oh, this is about to be great. This looks like a really good coming of age. He's gonna actually gonna like become content with himself and become happy with himself after losing everything. But they didn't do that. It's basically just like they it's I can't really explain it. It's just like I don't know.
yeah
It's like they had like a string and it's like the string is attached to something. It's like holding me on, right? I'm like and there's like a pit at the bottom. There's a string, but then they cut the string and I fell instead of helping me up to the top to see what happens.
yeah.
And it's like
Um,
I don't
they
know. It's a
I
weird
feel like
movie.
bait and switch, man. Like they didn't really. give us the reason to care about his legacy or care about where he's going in life. So,
Not at all.
um,
That's equivalent to like say there was like an Iron Man 4. Like after Iron Man 3 where he's like content with himself. He's like I forgot how Iron Man 3 ended, but I know it was like a really good like conclusion. But then you drop like Iron Man 4 and it's basically like I don't know. Or no, let's say Spider Man 4. Like him, Peter. Everybody forgetting who Peter Parker is. You're gonna see. I'm gonna say in Spider Man 4, you're gonna see how he's dealing with that. Right? It's gonna have more of a serious tone. But then they just like brush it off completely, and they just use jokes like
yeah,
I don't know. He walks up to like MJ, and she's like, "Who are you again?" He's like, "Don't worry about it," and he just walks away. Like,
dude. Like one of my biggest pet peeves with the MCU is there's a lot of gray area, and they really don't touch on serious subjects enough
not
for
at
them
all. No.
for them to actually have a position. Like in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, man, like I feel like they missed the ball with Sam's character because it's pretty much about him having a duty to pick up the shield when
Yeah.
it's really he really doesn't have to. Like he doesn't have to. He wants to, and I think they should have wrote that into the story rather than just making it his responsibility because it's not his. It's not a black man in America's responsibility to save America. It's what he wants to do because he's a good person.
Yeah.
So I think um, it's stuff like that, man. And even Carly Morgenthau, man, she's a villain. She was never a good.
Yeah,
She
they tried to make her like I don't know. They tried to make her like a like
kill
make
her.
us see eye to eye with her. I'm like, no,
They
she's burning down. She's killing people. I don't
absolutely killing
know.
innocent children. Like
Yeah,
that's
like
great.
dude.
Bro. Like that's she's not an anti-hero. She's a
Yeah,
villain.
she's a full blown villain. Those she willingly did that. Now maybe if she was like maybe if she was like forced, there was somebody like forcing her to do that. I would have probably been like,
Or it was like
okay, but
misunderstood. It accidentally happened, but like that happened, bro.
yeah, you had the intentions of wanting to, kill those people, but I'm just like and they try to like same thing with like WandaVision. Like with WandaVision, I remember there's like this one scene where Monica is talking to Wanda and then Wanda's like sad her kids are gone and then Monica's like, "Oh, they'll never know what you or they'll know what you sacrificed for them." Like I'm like, are you trying to get me to root for her? She literally enslaved the whole town,
Bruh.
and then you guys further justify her actions for being wrong in Multiverse of Madness because she's a villain. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
agree with you, man.
they want to keep it safe with these characters. They want to keep these characters face basically.
And that's bro, that's exactly why I'm scared for or not Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Now it's Captain America.
Yeah,
The new world order. I'm scared for that, man. Because what's next? Like what are we gonna do? Is if you're going to go for a movie about a black character, like there needs to be a clear villain, bro. Like you need to give
yeah.
us like who the villain is, and for them to choose the leader, I think that's a good chance to bring in some other characters, and then also to bring in someone who's basically just evil. So we'll
Yeah.
certainly see, man. Joaquin
I don't know
Torres,
what I don't know really know the story with the leader yet. Like I don't know. Again, nobody knows how he fits in with Captain America as of right now.
absolutely not.
But
We have
I
no clue.
really hope it's not like with the leader there. It feels like they're just going to use this for build up. Like they're going to use this story basically how they do like how they did Phase 4, where everything was just build up to something. I feel like that's how this movie's going to be in a way. It's just
Really.
build up. They're not really going to focus on the story itself. They're just going to use this. They're just going to use this movie as like build up to
A
something else.
stepping
Yeah,
stone,
stepping stone. Yeah, yeah.
which
Because we're putting
I'm
him in it.
not.
It's just like I don't know. Like, where's the more? Give us a villain that we haven't seen before. Because that's like
Yeah,
that's equivalent to like I know Iron Man's dead, but that's like Iron Man is in Captain America 4. Like, just hypothetically say that. Like, or no, Ironheart's in Captain America 4. That's gonna feel like a stepping stone already because you're including this character. Like, well, why are they there? Are they gonna be there to set up something else? You know what I'm saying?
I agree. But that's how we've been conditioned, man, as fans. Like the hype train TikTokers and like all those people, man, they want to see crossovers. And that's what Soups wants. That's what all these big content creators want. So if Marvel doesn't deliver with that, someone's going to be pressed about it. So I
Yeah,
get and I understand why they're trying to put all these characters in these mashup movies. I understand that because they want to sell toys, they want to sell this movie, they want to sell the characters, and they also just they want to build a story. So I get it, but my hope is that they're not there for no reason. Like if you're gonna put a character in a movie or in a show, they need to be there for a reason.
yeah,
And that's my fear for the Daredevil situation because we're supposed to get Daredevil and She-Hulk,
yeah.
and if he's just there to just kind of entertain fans and their previous wishes, it's just kind of disingenuine. It's just I don't know.
Again, I don't really know how Daredevil fits into She-Hulk besides the fact that
He's
he's
a
a
lawyer.
lawyer. I
That's
mean,
about it, bro.
I haven't really caught up with She-Hulk. I'm waiting for it to be done completely because
Gotcha,
I find myself not forgetting to watch it. So I'm like, I'll wait till it's done. But
gotcha.
yeah, like even when I saw him in the trailer, it's like even showing him in the trailer, like I would think they would want to keep it as a surprise. Like it's based, I don't know, it's like to me it's like when they showed him in that first trailer and they panned up and then they stopped, it's like to me it was basically them saying like, hey, look fans, look Daredevil fans, he's in Daredevil's in She-Hulk, come watch our show, come watch the new She-Hulk show, because it feels as if like they knew it wasn't going to do good because it's She-Hulk. Really, She-Hulk's like
Yeah,
she's popular, but like nobody really wants to like see a She-Hulk show, if that makes sense, you know?
I feel you, but you have to sell the show. If
Yeah,
you're
that's
gonna
that's
make, if you
basically what they were using Daredevil for, is to sell the show. Like, hey, come look at this, come check this out.
but
Like,
that's just not that's not gonna help you. You need to make the show good for
yeah,
for me to watch it. So I mean, I think they should just focus on the storytelling aspect. Stop bringing in these, all these big characters. It doesn't have to be like that. Like some movies are just there to be there, and if they have appearances and they if there is like a nostalgic element to it, it should serve a purpose in the story.
yeah, of
Like
course,
it should add something to the actual film itself. So I think yeah, I think they need to just slow it down, bro. Don't even focus on like trying to build another world. We already know like what's happening on Earth. We already know that there's the Eternals. We already know that
yeah,
multiverse of madness happened. Like we know all that stuff. Like they should just focus on building these teams, um, building these character arcs, and then kind of go into it.
yeah. And the thing that it's crazy because I just like when you said like quit trying to like build up like these worlds and stuff. Like I realized in Moon Knight they basically draw like introduced a whole new mythology, and I'm like, but they don't address it again, and I'm like, well, you see, it's like they're building stuff up, but then they don't. There's no, I guess like
Direction.
finish. Yeah, there's no direction for it because now you have this whole mythology about like the Egyptian gods and stuff, but you haven't used them in anything else. And again, that might just be like the impatience in me talking, but it's like why introduce something so big? Same thing with like Eternals and the Celestials. Like the Celestials were in Thor 4, just chilling. I'm like, they do that? Are they not like confused on like why one literally died or you know what I'm saying? They're just chilling. And it's like I don't know, it's like they when it comes to like the god stuff, like the big like god like deities and divinities types things like Egyptian gods and celestials and eternity, it's like I don't know, they should hold off on that. Just wait, because you're trying to build that in, but they play such a big role within the universe.
I
or
agree.
in within this small scale universe right now. You're already trying to introduce something that big because they working within the comics because the comics they're huge, they're ginormous. But when it comes to like the MCU compared to like the comic books in which all this mythology and stuff is in, it's like it's still small. It's that big. You just got past Thanos and you
Yeah,
introduced the Infinity Stones perfectly. But then again, you have like yeah, you introduced the Infinity Stones perfectly, but now you're trying to like shoehorn in like the Celestials and the Eternals and the Egyptian gods and stuff like that. I'm like, well, just and even the Greek gods. You tried to throw that in there, but it's
yeah.
just like
Um,
you're kind of
say
doing too much.
here's what I think they should do is just save your best for last.
Yeah, of
Save your
course.
best for last. Start from the ground up. Start with the street level heroes.
Yeah,
Start
exactly.
like and that's why I think that Shang-Chi was really good. Shang-Chi was just awesome just because it was something new. It wasn't really connected to anything else. There were references to Eternals. There were references to all these other films. We had Wong that was in it, but other than that, it's a standalone movie.
Yeah,
Focus
that's what
on the
Marvel
stand.
should keep on doing. I mean, that's how they started off with standalone movies and then
Yeah,
subtle references to start connecting them. That's how they
absolutely.
should keep on doing it instead of in small and subtle references. Like, don't give me like Shang-Chi and then try to throw in like, Chinese mythology in there, which they did, but wait, take that back. They did. They did that perfectly. But don't try to like shoehorn in like a whole new like I guess god tier character because it's just like well because then it just like opens up questions to like well what did he do during this or what is he going to do when this happens or this just happened why did he not show up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree with you, man. Um, just start from square one. That's what I would do.
Yeah,
Start
literally.
all again. Um, you have Daredevil. You have the She-Hulks. You have all these powerful characters that could be focusing on like Earth level threats instead of
Yeah,
like these celestial gods and all that stuff. And yeah, I think that would serve their best interest for sure. It's just a matter of time. So yeah, I mean, who knows, man? We don't know what they're gonna do. I mean, we know what they're gonna do. We don't know
I mean,
which
it
direction they're
it
going.
seems like they're gonna end off in the right direction because like they're or in the direction we want it because their first big superhero team up is the Thunderbolts, which are all street tier characters. But it's like I don't know, it's too street tier at that point because
Yeah,
literally that lineup I saw,
of
they're
the
like their
Thunderbolt.
strongest. Yeah, like their strongest weapon is like a gun, right? That's
Huh?
like the strongest weapon they have on their team is a gun. Like
Gotcha.
none of these characters can like take down like these threats that we've seen. That we just saw Thanos like snap like take out 50% of the universe, and how our heroes struggled to like take him down because he almost did it again in Endgame, and it's like wouldn't you think like I don't know her name, but she's the one who's gathering them all together. Like, wouldn't you think that she'd want to like you know make a stronger team because you have three shield users, three super soldiers, one person that can go invisible, and another that is not even Black Widow level, let
Yeah,
alone Hawkeye level. So
yeah,
I'm like, it's kind of I don't know that it's kind of a the team is lame. I don't want to sugarcoat it, but
yeah. I
the
don't know how
team
to feel about that, man. I don't know how to feel about that. Maybe it's good. I don't know. Like, I just think that they're definitely gonna have to differentiate themselves from Suicide Squad because that's essentially what they're trying to go for. Just
that's what I was comparing it to. I'm like, man,
the
Suicide Squad would tear them up.
absolutely just the edgy, dark, superhero team, which
Yeah.
that's exactly what they are. But
Hopefully they do like a I don't know because now the bar is Suicide Squad. So
yeah,
you either become go neck and neck with the bar, you surpass it, or you're under it because the Suicide Squad, the James Gunn one, That's the one I'm looking at. Like
I,
that's really good. That's a super good team up movie.
that's
So now
that's
it's like,
Gunn, man. That's the genius of James Gunn. Like he's
honestly,
very creative. He's a great director. Like he's done so many good movies. He did the Scooby Doo movies. Like he did a lot of the other stuff that like we didn't even expect. Like no one would have expected Guardians to be like a famous franchise ever.
yeah, dude, that's
None of us
crazy. That's so
expected that.
crazy.
So
Because
I mean
like I
that's
remember seeing like the Guardians before the movie, and they were like, "We're making a Guardians of the Galaxy movie," and like I remember because I remember Rocket Raccoon, and I was like, "Wow, why are they making a movie about these losers?" Like, because before the comic book, like before the movie in the comics, they were kind of lame to me. They're just like
nobody's.
generic. Yeah, they were
No,
nobodies,
that
honestly.
was that wasn't even a franchise, bro.
And now
Like come
like
on.
the comic books are based off of James Gunn's version. The anytime you see Guardians of the Galaxy, it's the James Gunn version. Even the video game is based off of James Gunn's Guardians of the Galaxy.
Speaking of that,
Yes, sir. It's such a good game. I have it up there right now. Oh, it's such a
I got
good game.
I gotta
It's
finish it, man.
it's so good, man. It's so good. I literally
I
completed it in like 2 days because I was just so hooked.
really, oh, dude, it's fun. It's definitely fun for sure.
Super
I just
fun.
gotta find time to finish it. So yeah, but we have Black Panther coming up. We have the Indiana Jones 5 movie.
That comes
What
out
else?
this year.
Next year. So
Oh,
that comes
next
next.
year.
What else? What else do we have, man? A
What else?
possible Fantastic Four group revealed in the nearby future, but that's about it. Right now, I've actually been watching Cobra Kai, man. I've been trying to finish season
It
five.
came
So
back, didn't it?
yeah, dude, nobody knew. They didn't even advertise it.
Yeah, though Netflix, I don't know what's going on with Netflix. It's on Netflix, correct? I'm correct on
Yeah,
that. Yeah, yeah. I don't know what's going on with Netflix's advertising because like I watch anime. I was looking for I watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and basically what Netflix did is like they dropped like 12 episodes for the newest latest season. They dropped 12 episodes and then stopped. They didn't drop the whole thing because and then they just now dropped the I think it's like the next 12 episodes, but it's like I didn't nobody knew about it until it came out. I'm like, where was this? This is supposed to be hyped. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be like the biggest like, announcement, but I don't know. Netflix is like what their advertising is like terrible,
garbage, man.
honestly.
Garbage sometimes. And they have a lot of good stuff coming out, man. It's just like they don't really put it out there. They have like I didn't even know, man. But I mean, apparently they have some good projects like the Adams Family reboot. They also have what else? There's some other stuff that they're doing, man.
Wait, they're rebooting the Adams Family again.
Yeah, yeah.
They
Jenna
just
Ortega.
got a reboot.
Well, no, it's supposed to be live action, so
Oh,
it's
live
what is
action. Okay.
yeah. So yeah, Jenna Ortega's gonna be in it. There's like some other people that are supposed to be in it, but yeah, I'm excited for that.
I really like how Jenna Ortega is becoming like this horror icon. Like
Yeah, it,
she's about to be up there like Jamie Lee Curtis. Like she's like really like a final girl icon.
facts, dude. She's only like 20 something, maybe 19.
She's 19.
She's young, man. She's young.
Yeah, she was just in. I know she was in X. She was in. Ah man, she's been in a lot of horror movies. I just can't like think off the top of my head, but she's becoming like a horror icon.
She's in Scream,
Yeah, she's in Scream. Yeah, that's
and
another one.
it's crazy, man. She was in Fallout. I haven't seen X, man. Is X good?
X is a strange movie, but it really gets you like you actually kind of low key feel bad for the killer. But honestly, that didn't really cross my mind until I watched like a little recap of it. But it's like that movie is weird, dude. That is a very just strange movie. It's really good. I mean, it's good because it's a horror movie. I mean, weird equals good when it comes to horror, but it's like wow, like you gotta like actually like I don't know. You have to like prepare yourself for what you're about to see watching that. Because I'm like, okay, I'm not
It was kind of like that for me with the black phone. Because like I
black
thought it
phone.
was gonna be, yeah, it was good. I just thought it was gonna be a lot more graphic, but yeah, I
I thought
wasn't.
it's like PG-13, wasn't it?
Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, usually those Blumhouse, like I know that's Blumhouse. Blumhouse movies are usually like PG-13. So every time I go watch those, I'm not expecting like anything too crazy.
Interesting, but good movie. I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. Um, yeah, all this controversy and everything, man, with the Ariel stuff, man. It just keeps on. It's bombarding. Even my comments, man.
Yeah, I saw you responding to some. I just responded to a video that was talking about it, and it kills me because she was like, "It ruins the representation of Ariel. Like, what is Ariel representing?
I,
Don't say Denmark because that doesn't make sense."
there's so many cultures that like have mermaids and like
Exactly.
gods and mythical creatures. Like it wouldn't make sense
And
for
a
you
dude,
to like.
no, it blows me because like a dude in my comments was like, Ariel's from Denmark, so her skin's supposed to be white. But if you use a character like Superman, you can make him any character, you can make him any color because he's an alien. Okay, but Ariel's a mermaid. Both of
Exactly.
them don't exist.
That,
So I'm like, you kind of just contradicted yourself there.
I agree. I agree,
I don't
man.
know. I don't know why people are such on such a big tie, like just a big like, just I don't know, just have such rage for Ariel being black. Like, and
It's
I understand why people. Some people are like, oh, they're just, they're pandering basically. I don't agree with that, but I can see it, and they're just like, well, why just not make a new princess? But number one, if they did make a new princess, stop trying to do this performative crap. Because are you going to go support that? Like, trust and
absolutely.
believe. If they dropped a new princess, you wouldn't support that. You wouldn't care. You'd be like, oh, it's a Disney princess. I don't really care. But as
Yeah.
soon as they turn your beloved white princess a different color, you have a problem. Like,
Oh
dude,
yeah.
you stop with this performative trying to like stay face, dude. Just say you don't like it. Just say
Yeah.
you're racist, dude.
Say yeah.
Tell me
Just
you're
say
racist.
the R word. Just say you're.
Yeah,
You know what?
just say it,
Just
man.
say,
Just dude,
just
I'm
say it.
not gonna be mad at you. I mean, hey, it happens, man. I mean, I'm not gonna. What can I do? I'm not gonna beat you up for it. I can't. I'm a dude on a phone screen for crying out loud. But
That
like, dude, just tell the truth at this point, man. Like, stop trying
it's
to
always.
sugarcoat around it.
Oh, it's her hair. It's. She's not talented enough.
If
Oh,
you say
oh
she's not talented enough, you're just wrong. You're just
yeah.
wrong. There's literally
Agree.
no opinion. Like I
Agree.
respect opinions, but it's like if you say that, like no, you're just wrong. I will quickly invalidate you.
She's been
There's no way.
she's been famous since like forever, since she was a baby.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
it is, man.
She's literally like she's like a like damn near a mascot for Disney because I realize every time they have like their little like celebration on like ABC, she is there singing a song.
Yeah, singing, bro, and it's good every single time. So
Exactly.
I can't complain on that, man. But it is what it is. Like people
Yeah.
are gonna be mad. I'm gonna watch the movie because I'm intrigued by her as an
Yeah,
actor.
I'm just gonna watch it for her and her strictly. Like I understand. I also understand why people are mad because they're remaking another Disney. Well, I don't really
That's a
understand
valid.
that, but I can see like okay, that's always been there. That's not that has really nothing to do with race. It's just like oh, they keep remaking these movies. They're
For
not really
sure, man.
putting any creativity. But it's like I'm not watching it for the story. I'm just gonna watch it for her and hearing her sing. Honestly, I mean, that's literally all I'm gonna like watch. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna watch it for.
Facts. But yeah. What else is coming out, man? I think there's supposed to be like
You
a new.
have speaking of like new POC princesses, you have Disney's Wish with the was it
Gotcha.
Asha? Asha?
Yeah, something like that, man. I thought it was Asia because
Yeah,
I
me
I didn't
too.
I don't know. That was my idea, but I'm
But
wrong.
I don't know. I'm scared on that because like even people were saying like with the mermaid, the Little Mermaid, it's like, damn, I just realized that like Ariel loses her voice for half the movie. So I'm like, God, they got us again.
Yeah,
Because they turned Tiana into a frog. They turned the black guy from Soul into an actual soul, and now they're taking away the Black Ariel's voice. And
true.
now I'm scared for this Aja because there's a goat on her. So I'm like, all right, what's she gonna turn into this time? Like, what are they about to turn her into? Maybe probably a goat. So I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, dude, that was one of my running jokes, bro. I like, what is she gonna turn into, bro? Like, what is it gonna be? Is
Yeah,
it
I'm
gonna
I'm
be something crazy like a monkey? Like,
I don't know. I'm
you
seeing I'm
got
seeing that goat on her. All I'm saying, because I've,
yeah,
I've always played like devil's advocate with this. I'm like, no, they're not. No, they're not actually doing that. They're just focused on the story. But then I saw the Ariel one, and I'm like, okay. So if I see this one, I might have to just cut ties with Disney. I'm gonna be like, hey, what's going on?
you
What is
already
up
know.
with you? Why do you keep doing this?
Oh yeah, bro. But yeah, I don't know if you know, man, but I actually got invited to a film festival, so I'm gonna see how that goes.
Oh, sweet, sweet.
Yes, dude. Um, I'll be in Austin, which is like 3 hours away from me. I'm gonna have to drive, or actually 2 hours roughly. It's only 2 hours, but yeah, I'm gonna see a lot of interesting films. Hopefully, I can see something that is coming out in theaters. But I'm excited for it, man. I really am.
Man. Hopefully I can do that, dude. That's like
Dude,
my like overall
dude,
goal is to just either be invited to like a movie premiere or just get invited to something, honestly. It doesn't even matter what it is.
got you, man. If I ever get a +1, man, like I I got you,
Right
dog.
here.
I got you, man. I got you.
Dude.
But we'll have to see, man. I don't know if you know, but Brendan Fraser, bro. Have you heard?
The what is the whale? The
Yes.
whale?
So he
Yeah.
has a new movie. He has a new
He got like
movie.
he got like a 6 minute standing ovation.
Insane, right?
Dude, he deserves that, man. Brendan
He really
Fraser's been
does,
through
man.
like so much, man. I feel that's like Hollywood's like tragic actor, bro.
Oh
But
my gosh.
he's finally getting his comeuppance, man. And you love to see it.
It's unfortunate, man. There's a lot of crazy stuff that goes down in Hollywood. And to see a firsthand account of like SA from like a grown man in like a business setting in Hollywood, like I feel like for him to come out, that's some bravery, bro. Because like usually when dudes say stuff like that, like a dude tried to groom me, people laugh at you.
Yeah,
So like for him to even like come out and say, my career was ruined by this person, and like that person actually get fired, I feel like that's progress.
yeah. I mean, we've
That's
already
progress.
seen it with I don't really know. I don't really know about like the whole Johnny Depp thing, but we've seen it with that. But I've heard there's abuse on both sides, so it's like,
Mm.
all right, that's pretty messy.
It
So I'm
really
like,
is, man. It really
yeah,
is.
I don't want to really get into that because I don't know who's right and who's wrong,
We
honestly.
don't know. We honestly have no clue, bro.
Yes,
And
it's pretty messy.
I'm not gonna speculate. I used to make jokes about it, like Amber Heard, this and that, but like, we gotta move forward, man. We
Yeah.
gotta move forward. Like it's none of our business. It's the legal system's business and Amber and Johnny's business.
Yeah, I'm not gonna like get into it, especially if again, like for me, I do get into like celebrity like gossip like every now and then, but I wouldn't. There's never gonna be a time where I stick my neck out. I'm like I'm searching like because why do I care? Like because it's just
Yeah.
like these are celebrities, dude. I mean they're human, yeah, but it's like
Yeah.
they don't know me. They don't. I don't really play an important role in their life. Why do I need to like go out my way and figure out what happened or what happened to this guy on like the 3rd of September? Like, dude, I don't
Yeah, they
know.
don't care, man. They're not gonna
Yeah,
care. Like they're living their lives, man. So
yeah. So I'm just like, oh, that happened. Okay, I'll wait and see if that ever pops on my for you page again. Like, I'm not gonna just like, again, I'm not gonna actively search for it because like even
fine.
so like even sometimes when I'm on like YouTube, Like I just saw something about like Kardashians, and I'm like, I just I don't care. It's just like all on my feed, and I'm like, I don't know. It's not
Most
like a me thing.
Yeah, most of the stuff that I'm interested in is related to entertainment, but it's about like the actual business side of it and just
Yeah,
like the
the actual product or movie, like yeah,
yeah,
that's the product of it. That's what I'm entertained with. Like so and so just got casted in a role. I'm like, okay, that's sick. Or like this
exactly.
movie bombed in the box office. Like okay, that's sick. But like if it's like celebrity drama or anything, I'm like, I don't care, dude. Like why are we so invested? We're all human. Like why are we so invested in these guys' lives that
Yeah,
probably don't
people
even know who we are?
they have so much time, man. They have so much time on their hands. So it
Yeah.
is, but yeah, man. I think I was gonna ask you another thing about Warner Bros. Man, like um, they only have enough money to release like, a couple films, right? And one of those films is a house party movie. I don't know if you've seen House Party or not, but it's a reboot. So
It
they're
really?
rebooting, yeah, so they're rebooting a classic house party film, and there is no trailer, and it comes out in December, and the plan is to release it in theaters and not on HBO Max.
Yeah, I don't think that'll do good. You said it's a remake or a
Yeah,
reboot. I mean that's automatically like that's automatically a negative outcome already.
it
Reboots
is
don't really do good in theaters.
absolutely, and usually if we're going to get a reboot, we need to know like what's gonna be in it. We don't
Yeah.
have a. I
Like
have
who
what,
do we even know the actors?
bro? We don't. They're new actors. We
Oh
don't
my,
know who
this
they,
is gonna flop. What are they doing? They're just
bro.
trying someone's in there trying to sabotage. That's what I'm thinking. Like
Yeah,
as soon as they
well,
announce like we're getting rid of HBO Max, like their prime moneymaker that like has that is literally keeping up with Disney and Disney Plus. Like once they had that they said they were getting rid of that, I'm like, oh yeah, someone's
oh,
sabotaging them.
dude, HBO's better than Disney.
Exactly, dude. Like
HBO.
HBO Max is amazing.
Oh my
There's
god,
so much stuff on HBO Max, dude. It's crazy.
so many movies. There's the new shows are good.
Yeah.
So it's just like, bro, why are you getting rid of this service that
And
we
now look at you. You're like, dude, you're about to like you're gonna play like second fiddle to Disney, dude. Like
X
you gotta
Men?
keep your I don't know, they just need to hire me. I need to be the CEO of Warner Bros. At this point. I will get them back on track.
I dig it, man. I dig it. But
Jesus, dude, it's crazy. Warner Bros. I don't know. I genuinely don't know how to think about Warner Bros. Because it's just like, what are you doing? It's not even
just
like I feel bad. It's just like, well, of course I don't feel bad. It's a corporation, but it's just like I like it's like what are you doing? Like, dude.
yeah, just when you think they're doing good, man, like there's always some bad news, bro.
Yeah, they always just mess it up. Like what's going
Oh,
on?
dude, ridiculous. Like next, you know, Ezra Miller's gonna go to a movie premiere of The Flash.
Like,
He's
what
probably
are you doing? Like they
he,
don't I guess I don't know. I think they're just experimenting. They're just like, let's see what we can and can't do as this, massive business. Let's just see what we
can
can and
get,
can't do. Yeah, what we can get away with. Yeah, because I'm,
bro.
I'm I'm not even going to be surprised if I do see Ezra Miller on the
News,
red carpet premiere of Flashpoint, dude.
there,
Even then, what? How would people react to seeing that? Like people there just seeing Ezra Miller. Like, do you take photos of him, or you just like do you like shun him? Do you neglect? I mean, he's the star of the movie. I mean, like then again, I don't know, bro. Like overall, with the whole Flash thing, just scrap the movie. Scrap it. It was basically going to play like second fiddle to No Way Home anyway, because that's what they were trying to like capitalize on with like Michael Keaton coming back and like General Zod coming back. Like that was what they were trying to like cap market on. But it's just like, nah, just scrap the whole movie
yeah,
at this point.
yeah. That's sucky, man. But I don't know, man. There's not much you can really do. I would just move forward, and plus they need to recast a new Superman. So
They do, yeah.
like that's something that they need to focus on. You have Black Adam, which could possibly be your most successful or our most recent successful DC film. But yeah, after Black Adam, what do you do? Like,
I mean, Blue Beetle, but I'm still on this like this train that Blue Beetle is going to get canceled. Blue Beetle is going away.
I think so, man.
Like,
I think,
I hate to break it to you, but they got rid of Batgirl. They are definitely getting rid of Blue Beetle.
and Zolo Martiduena is a good actor, man. Zolo, like the main actor who's in Cobra Kai, he's great. He's talented. So, I mean, they could do really well with it. It could be trash. Like, we don't know.
Yeah.
Be honest, I don't know.
Can I name some more characters that should be in Injustice 3? I can't really think of any at the top of my head right now. I don't know. The Rock. The Rock should be in Injustice
Yeah,
3.
he
I
needs to
don't
be
know.
a.
I really don't know. Honestly, I'll have to come back to that one. I have to actually like sit down and look at DC's roster.
Oh yeah, there's so many characters, man. Go ahead and give us a like, man. Like, and
Sure.
if you're not following, if you're not following Tylen, go ahead and follow Tylen.
Hey man,
He's good.
we have fun on my page.
Absolutely,
We're right now we're talking about Ariel and the Little Mermaid. That's like my latest video. So
dude. It's
yeah.
hard, man, but it's so simple. Wish we could get a Green Arrow movie. We don't need a Green Arrow movie. We have a Green Arrow show with like 5, 6 seasons,
That Green
no
Arrow
more.
movie was flop, dude. Like those
It,
those fucking those 2000 Green Arrow fans are not gonna they're not gonna carry that movie, bro.
you know
Green
what's
Arrow will
crazy?
flop like crazy.
I like Green Arrow, but it was just overdone. They shouldn't have milked it for 7, 8 seasons.
Yeah,
They should,
I mean, I don't really like this. I don't really like how they try to rely on these like superheroes with bows and arrows. Like, am I the only person that thinks that's not cool? Like with Hawkeye, like they always try to like, oh, Hawkeye is he's a really good member of the team. He can do this, he can do that. Oh, he's cool. Look at him shoot arrows. I'm like, that's not cool. You literally have a dude in a mech suit that can fly and a strong green guy and a god of thunder. Why do I want to look at
oh,
the dude with the bow and arrow?
yeah, it's and that's where the power scaling comes in, bro. Like Hawkeye's cool when he's dealing with street level problems.
Yeah.
Like that's the only thing that really makes sense, and that's I think there's other movies that have that same problem, and I think Green Arrow, the show, had that problem, but also Suicide Squad, bro.
Suicide Squad? What about it? Oh, with
The
the
2016, the power scaling in that garbage.
yeah, because they you're telling me like Harley Quinn, Deadshot, and Killer Croc can take down this 1,000-year-old witch?
That's impossible,
Yeah,
literally.
highly.
But it happened. But it is what it is, man. I think um, if if they're gonna bring back Green Arrow or even a Deadshot, man, these are characters that need to be only introduced in like a Batman film or like just a street level hero film.
Yeah,
So yeah,
like maybe like I would like a Black Canary movie. That would be sick.
it's a
But
show.
like,
It's
oh,
coming.
show. Yeah, you
Yeah,
told me about that.
that's coming.
Yeah, you can introduce Green Arrow into that. That would be cool.
Yeah,
But like,
I agree.
I don't want to see a whole 2 hour movie based on this dude. He's a loser. Yeah,
He died. Oh, he dies in the games. He
I
dies
made
like
a video about like all the L's he takes. I'm
that.
like,
Yeah.
this dude's a loser. Why do I want to keep seeing him on my screen?
How do I feel about Daredevil Born Again not being season 4? I think it's for the best of the project. Um, them starting from scrap, it gets rid of all expectations. Um, people are thinking that it could be like the same tone as the original, but it's not going to be. It's
Yeah, I
going to
heard
be
that Charlie Cox was talking about it. He was like, he doesn't mind playing a lighthearted Daredevil. He just doesn't want like it to be too lighthearted or something like that. I remember I saw him talking about something where he's like, I'll be fine cracking a little joke here and there, but as long as I'm not like overboard.
Agreed. And I think what made the original series so good, man, it was just it was storytelling. It was the choreography, so like the fighting was really good. Um, it was also just the characters, man, the world building. Like they built up to Defenders, like that. Those four shows are it's Defenders, Punisher, Luke Cage, and Jessica Jones. Those shows were really good.
I
They're
heard like
underrated.
Defenders didn't do too good now, did it?
No, but I thought it was decent. It was pretty decent. So I don't know. I don't know if you saw that, but
I watched
I thought
like
it was
the first episode. For me, I've never seen Daredevil on Netflix. I never had like the time to watch it. I did
really
watch a little bit of Jessica Jones, but then I stopped. I just stopped watching that. I did watch Luke Cage. Like I watched a tad bit of Luke Cage. Definitely didn't watch Iron Fist. I could not get into that. Iron Fist is just I don't know. There was something wrong with
boring.
it. Yeah, it
It's
was just
boring.
super boring.
Oh yeah.
But
You
yeah,
have a
like
martial arts character that does know martial arts.
yeah,
So
like what in the world? Are you kidding me? And then I heard like the actor didn't want to like work out for the role, and it's just like, well, dude, if you don't care, why should I care?
that that's just lazy.
Yeah,
Like you're
like
just lazy. I understand like you don't want to work out, but you also there has to be a performance side to it. Like it's an art. Like the choreography is just as important as the story itself because you're
yeah,
dealing with arts. So if you're gonna not work out, you're gonna mess up the show. It's
yeah, you're
essentially
gonna
just
make it look dumb, honestly. Like you're gonna ruin the illusion that it's like it's a production. That's the thing with movies. You want to like you want to make it seem like it's not. You want to make put the illusion that these aren't just people talking behind the camera. Immersion, basically. That's what I was trying to get at. Like
absolutely,
immersion. Like
absolutely,
you want to like get rid of that like that the thought of like oh these people are just reading lines off of a sheet of paper or memorizing lines off a piece of paper. Oh, there's a guy standing in front of them with a camera. Like, and if you don't do that, then your movie's just trash. It's
yeah.
garbage.
You're essentially wasting time, and that's what I really love about Daredevil. I know you haven't seen it, but like the second season is some of the best television I've ever watched in my life. Literally,
Wow,
I
really? See, now I
say
gotta
that,
go check it out because I heard everybody like loves it.
dude. It's so good, and yeah, Bullseye. You have Kingpin. Like, dude, the whole series is just a battle between Matt Murdock and Kingpin. And Matt's not just he's dealing with stuff as Daredevil. He's also dealing with situations as the lawyer Matt
Hmm.
Murdock. So, like it's definitely worth it in my opinion, but there's a lot of work that you have to go through to watch it. So there's gonna be some filler episodes. I don't call them filler episodes. I call them bottleneck episodes.
I really
Um,
don't mind filler episodes when it comes to like really drawn out stories. Like the only filler episode I had a problem with is Kenobi because it was like it ruined the narrative because you backtracked. But like, and again, it's like 6 episodes, so it's like, why are you wasting this episode on filler
and
when there's not that many left? Like, you know what I'm saying? But if it's Daredevil's like what? It was like 20 episodes in season one. 20
yeah,
like a good 20 episodes. Like if you throw in a filler episode, I'm gonna be like, okay, that's fine. It didn't really stop. It didn't really backtrack the story, nor did it progress it. It just stopped, which I'm fine with.
mm, I agree. But each episode's like maybe over 45 minutes, man. I'll probably say so. Like there's some episodes that are really long, but like you get deep into it. So I'd highly recommend it.
Yeah, I
It's a lot
definitely got to go check it out.
a lot of time, a lot of work, but still pretty good. When you have time to watch it, I'd recommend it.
Yep, that's gonna be the show I watch. I always binge watch a show around this time. That's gonna be it.
Yeah, Daredevil and Punisher are the best than all the MCU shows. They're top three for sure.
I
Um,
forgot Punisher has his own show too. I remember
Punisher,
that.
it's only 2 seasons. I feel like it missed the ball with the second season. I like Luke Cage more than the Punisher. I think that's my second favorite show. The second season of Luke Cage was a bit off. but I still thought it was very good. I still thought it was pretty good. So yeah, but yeah, I'm not even gonna all these other ones. Hawkeye comments, da da da. Yeah, dude, what do you think about the Will Smith stuff, man? Like,
What happened with Will Smith?
um, so like obviously we know about the situation, but I think Warner Bros. Pretty much halted the. There's supposed to be like a Deadshot project, and I
Oh, they
think
hold. I
yeah,
mean, I to be fair, I didn't want to see that, so it's
really
kind of like, yeah, I didn't like Will Smith's Deadshot, dude. It's not
interesting.
it. I don't know. I think it's the direction. It set a precedent. Cause I'm like, I don't want to see this anymore because it kind of killed. It kind of like killed me where he was just like, I forgot what line it was, but it was like, "What are we? Some kind of Suicide Squad?" And I'm like, "All right, buddy, you're done." Like that's it, man. Like I don't know. When it
Yeah,
comes to like, I don't know. Again, it set a precedent. So it's like, I know I didn't really want to see it to begin with. I'm not gonna like be like, oh yeah, good job, woo, you got rid of the project. But it's like it wasn't really like something that I wanted to see.
yeah. It's just like why continue and add on to a project that was not very good. So
Yeah,
it doesn't make a lot of sense. But I like Will. I still, I mean, Will Smith is talented. He's been in a
yeah,
lot of
yeah. No,
roles, like, but that project in particular wasn't that great. It wasn't that
yeah,
great.
definitely not discrediting Will Smith here, but it's just like the direction he had while playing Deadshot was just horrible, and it's like I don't want to. Again, I don't want to see that.
For
I don't know.
sure.
I guess it's weird because I did like Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, but like then
Margot
again,
Robbie.
her project came out like immediately. We got to see we got to see her like potential in Birds of Prey. So it's like, um, so yeah, I was like, okay, I'm fine with Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn just because from a Birds of Prey alone because I was just she was so good in that movie. And then we got to see her again in Suicide Squad. I'm like, okay, I'm down with Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. And then she decided she's like, oh, I'm done playing Harley Quinn for a while. And I'm like, well, damn. I was just starting to like you.
It's unfortunate, man. But I like her, man. She's a good actor. She's in a couple films, upcoming films, and yeah, it is what it is, man. Beast, or no, what was I gonna say? Idris Elba kind of stole the rug under Will Smith's shoes,
Yeah,
man. Like he kind of,
they were they were basically the same character,
yeah,
except Idris Elba did it better.
yeah, and he had the opportunity to do it better because it was written so much better. Like the
Yeah,
studio didn't come in and change anything. Like um, James Gunn was able to make the story how he wanted it, and that's why the character was so good.
yeah, of course, of course.
And
Um,
I'm glad that Bloodsport's getting a project.
yeah, he's getting his own show. I'm like, I can see that. I can get behind that now.
I
But
agree with that.
no, Will Smith dead shot now.
Yeah,
Let's vault that. Let's keep that in the vault. The
that's
new
fun.
I haven't seen Cobra Kai yet. Got a
I
question.
watched.
Ask away.
Before. I'll give you
Oh,
guys.
someone in my chat has a question, so I'm like, okay, well,
Go ahead.
ask. What's my opinion on black women? Queens. So
W
support black women.
W, especially in movies. I dig it.
Yeah, especially in movies.
I think it's
If you see someone talking down on Ariel being a played by a black woman, you put the thumbs down emoji in their comments,
exactly, bro.
or
We're
just
gonna
reply with the thumbs down emoji. Boo them. Make
that.
sure you know they're being booed. So basically, don't like them. What are you
Exactly.
talking about? That is not what I said.
They're trying to antagonize you, bro.
Exactly. Exactly.
Come on. I was gonna ask you, have you seen any like new movies lately?
um, let's see. What movie did I go? I went to see. I thought I went to see something. The new Dragon Ball movie, but that's not really like a movie worth critiquing like extensively because it's just like it's
Dragon
Dragon
Ball.
Ball.
Yeah,
Anything
dude.
big.
Or no, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh no, that was it. That was all I was saying.
I saw Bullet Train.
I
It
wanted
was
to go see that movie,
good,
dude. I just couldn't find the time.
dude. It's funny. It's funny.
Yeah,
Don't ex-
it looked so stupid when I was watching like the trailer. I'm like, I gotta
that's
go see this.
that's what makes it so funny and so good, man. It's not to be taken serious. It's very comedic. It kind of reminds me of, I don't know, like just like the action comedy films of like Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell, like The Nice Guys and all those other movies. It's basically, how do I explain this? It's kind of like Train to Busan, but like just action based. They're all hitmen. Like they're all hit.
Action Train to Busan, like a more lighthearted action based movie rather than dark and horror.
Exactly, bro. Like it's like a who done it um action comedy film. And Brad Pitt is great in it, man. He's so badass. He's sick,
Yeah,
man.
because I was seeing like all the fight scenes and stuff. He was. Are we
Can you,
good?
yeah, the sound went out for a
All
second,
right,
man.
sweet. I was like, oh crap. But
Yeah,
no,
you
wait, did you not? You didn't hear anything I said,
yeah,
did
no,
you?
man. It went out for like 10, 15 seconds. You good? Yeah, it went out. Ah, got y'all. Anyways, what was your reaction if Warner Bros. Doesn't exist in 5 years? It's unfortunate. I'm not a big fan of monopolies. I'm just a big fan of entertainment. So if that happens, bro, it is what it is. It is what it is. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to think about that. I'm not gonna get mad about that. You know. So it is what it is, your boy. But Bullet Train was really good. Um, there's so many actors, man. Brian Tyree Henry. You had Bad Bunny, who was in it. That was freaking hilarious. Joey King looks like a child. She looks like a child as a 25-year-old woman, which is crazy to me. I think, yeah, she's 23, but she could play a kid, and I'd still believe that she's a kid, man.
Are we back?
Gotcha. What would you do? But yeah,
Are we back? Yo,
I'm back, man.
good.
I'm
All right,
Gucci.
sweet, sweet, sweet.
Dude, guess who has the same birthday as me?
Oh,
Ezra Miller, dude.
are you serious?
I I was looking and I was like, what the fuck? Are you serious? You kidding?
Ezra. That's honestly cursed, dude. What in the
Yeah,
world?
dude. How do I feel about Jacob Elordi playing Elvis? Um, I don't know. There's so many Elvis projects out, but
They're making another Elvis. Wait, what?
yeah, so they're making an Elvis movie based on Priscilla Presley's perspective. So that like Priscilla, when Elvis married her, she was like 14.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be
Oh, so it's like it's almost like a
surviving Elvis.
yeah, that's what I was trying to think of, like the I was thinking of the Michael Jackson one.
That's
Yeah,
tough, man.
gosh, like a what do you call it? It was like a defacing film or something.
Yeah,
A film where they just like deface. I'm no, there's no way, like there in no way like am I like trying to defend Elvis. I don't know what happened, but it's like they always try to make movies like that when the person's like long gone and can't really like
yeah.
speak for
It's like
themselves. And I'm like,
It's a
Like, why are you trying to deface him now? You know what I'm saying? There was like a whole like decade or 2 decades where you could have done that.
agreed, man. Like it happened. Like why are we concerned about why are we canceling dead people? They're already
Yeah.
canceled.
And why is there like a whole production? Why are you making a whole movie based on it? It's obviously not that. Like, I mean, I'm not trying to like 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 basically like downplay someone's traumatic experience, but you're making like a whole. You're hiring actors to reenact stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's obviously not like that. Traumatic. If you were like, oh yeah, do that and put that there. You know what I'm saying? Like, or you're putting like it's I don't know. It's just the whole irony of it. How you're like putting together a whole production, a whole movie, and releasing it to the box office. You know what I'm saying?
Agreed, man.
It's so I don't know. It's strange.
It's well,
Spawn,
you
Jamie
gotta
Foxx playing Spawn. I don't I don't know how to feel about that one. Was that the actual movie? Like Jamie Foxx is.
that was the plan, but I
Oh
think like
really?
got it got sidetracked.
It
So
just got pushed to the side. Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I think they're trying to find a director. Like Todd McFarlane, who wrote the original Spawn, is supposed to be involved too. So
I mean, I'm here for it. I mean, I like Spawn. I mean,
Jamie Foxx is great, man. He's talented.
yeah, you don't really see any like Spawn. You don't see anything Spawn really. I think his
Oh,
biggest adaptation right now is in Mortal Kombat. That's like all
mm.
I. That's like the last thing he's been in.
Yeah, there used to be an animated show, man, like
Yeah, it
a
was on. It came on like HBO. I remember.
something like that. But Spawn was really big back in the day, man. Like the movie, Michael, what's his name? Michael Jai White was in that movie, so that's like really big. But now Spawn is just like a distant memory. It's not even like as big as it used to be.
No, it's definitely retro. Like I
Yeah,
bet if Spawn did release a movie, a lot of people wouldn't know that it's based on a comic book.
but I mean, you put freaking Jamie Foxx in it. That's a big name, man. That's a
Oh yeah, it's
really
like it's basically like The Rock with Black Adam.
yeah, absolutely. Jamie Foxx has mass appeal, man. He can do anything. He can sing, dance. Um, he's athletic. He's him. He's like the
He's him.
dude.
Yep.
Him and Tom Cruise, bro. Like those are two people that are like the coolest people over 40 ever.
Yeah, they're like I don't, what do you call those? They're like all stars. They can do anything.
Multifaceted, man. Multifaceted.
I'm still wondering like will they go like I don't know if that was confirmed or not. It was like always like a blur, but Multiverse of Madness, they were saying like Tom Cruise was supposed to play Iron Man, but it's like they said there's a deleted scene where he's there, and then some people are saying like, oh, that's not true. Like I'm wondering like if that's like will that ever happen? Like will that be like a Secret Wars thing?
Maybe it could be. I'm sure Tom Cruise would absolutely do it too. I
Honestly,
think
man, I'm down to see Tom Cruise in like any movie, bro.
Rich
It's always like over the
badass.
top action films.
He's such
Yeah,
a he's such a badass.
I forgot what I saw. Speaking of Tom Cruise, I remember I saw something where it was like,
Trailer
oh, what did he do?
Impossible 8, and he was on a damn plane.
Yeah, yeah. It was like no, there was no harness or anything. He was doing his own stunt, and I'm like, are you serious? Like that's crazy.
What a crazy motherfucker, dude. You couldn't pay me to do that.
That
Like
dude is
that
insane,
would
bro.
but dude, Tom Cruise has really made a comeback to Hollywood. Not that he's ever left, but yeah, dude, he's amazing. He's amazing.
Yeah,
Top
because
Gun,
Top Gun, yeah, that's like I heard that's like the best movie of the year. I still haven't seen it
dude,
though.
you gotta watch it, man. You gotta watch it.
Is it on? It's on HBO Max, correct? Or I want to say
No,
Paramount.
it's
I want to
on.
say it's on.
I think it's on Paramount Plus or it's on Amazon, but you have to buy it,
Ah, I'll
bro.
find a way.
Early Bird, go see it, man. It's good. I think it's arguably one of the best movies ever made. Not even kidding
Ever
with you.
made? What?
Yeah,
Wow, really?
yes,
Yeah,
bro.
I heard it was the best of this year, but I don't. ever made.
Yes.
That's
Like,
that's how you
bro,
know it's got to be good. Because even like
bro,
even like some of my friends were talking about like, man, you got to go see that. I'm like, I'll go check it out.
bro. IMDb has it ranked as like a top 50 movie of all time.
Wow, so this got to be like a really good movie, bro. It's like it's got to have like really good character dynamics, good story. Like I don't even know where you could like go with Top Gun. I feel like Top Gun would be like a one and done thing, but
Yeah,
I guess not.
bro. It can't be a franchise. Don't make it into a franchise. It's just
Oh
because you
no, yeah, that would
lose.
ruin its charm.
It loses that heart that it has. You know.
Yeah, the charm. Yeah, turning anything and I nowadays turning anything like any type of like one and done project into like a cinematic universe or like a just like a franchise as a whole, it kind of ruins its charm.
I agree, man. I think there are movies that are franchises that really should not be franchises, and
Yeah,
yeah, it's unfortunate, but there are also movies that we wish could be franchises. So I mean, it really
I remember
depends.
even like speaking to Tom Cruise, it's like they tried. I remember Universal tried to like make like a whole like I guess Universal monster like remake franchise. Like they tried to like make their like own cinematic universe, and it failed with like the first movie
Yeah,
because there was like I don't know what they were doing, but I remember they like referenced like I remember they referenced like Frankenstein. They literally had like all types of like Frankenstein, Dracula, Wolfman
I remember that.
references, and I'm
I
like,
remember.
wow, this is bad. Like, it's not, it's I don't know. It's basically like they were like just blatantly copying Marvel, and it
Dude,
failed immediately.
that's sucky, bro.
Yeah, now
Bro,
see, now I'm gonna watch a video on that because I want to see if they're like still trying to do that because I
you
know
know,
they did the Invisible Man, but now
that's
I'm
right.
wondering, are they making are they gonna make like Frankenstein, Wolfman? Are they still gonna remake those?
Mm, gotcha, man. Frankenstein, Wolfman. Who knows, man?
Yeah,
I
like
mean,
all the classical monsters basically getting like a remake.
true. What would you want Denzel Washington to play, Magneto or Blue Marvel? Blue Marvel is
Oh,
probably the role. I don't want him to play
yeah, not
Magneto.
Magneto. Magneto. I know we talk about race swapping and like how it's doesn't do anything with the character, but
Culture, man.
Magneto being yeah, like
It's the culture.
Magneto doesn't need to have a race swap. He needs to be like represented how he is in the comics
Absolutely.
because that's a part of his story. He was a Jew during the Holocaust, and
Absolutely.
that kind of like I guess like I can't I can't really think of the words, but it basically pushes his motives of like of how to
It,
treat like humans and stuff. Yeah,
it made him a radical. So
yeah, yeah.
so it radicalized him and it makes you feel for the character. So I mean, you can't really hate on that. I mean, I like it. But yeah, that's about it, man. That's all I really wanted to talk about. We talked about so much stuff, man.
Yeah, because it's been a long time since we've gone live just to like just talk about what's going on.
Oh yeah, school, dude. We were so. I was busy. I gotta admit, I have so many things that I have to prepare for, events. So yeah, it's a process, but yeah, dude. Let's try and get on maybe like once a week, bro.
Yeah,
If you're
once
down,
a week, once every other week, or maybe even
or
once a month. Like once a month.
for sure,
The I guess the longer we wait, the more stuff builds up, the more we have to talk about.
for sure, man.
Because like once a week is usually like a hour 45 minute live stream because we're just like, well, that's all we got.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
very,
saying?
very repetitive. So yeah, we could definitely do something like that. I think that would work.
Yeah. Once every other week or like once a month.
Or if
Latest will be once a month.
yeah, or if there's like a big event like D23, like of
Yeah.
course, for sure, man. Like we could do something after all the Comic Cons and then all that stuff, man.
But I think D23 is the last. Oh man, that makes me sad. That's like the last convention of this year. Like the
Yeah,
last big major like announcements because the fandom got canceled. So that
mm.
there goes
Dude,
that.
how about that, man? Like, honestly? I'm kind of glad
Why?
because, bro, let's be honest, man. DC, I really like a lot of the projects that they've been planning for. Like last year, the D23 thing, or no, not D23, the DC.
Fandom.
It just wasn't that exciting to me.
Yeah, because they already. I guess you're right because they already dropped. I think I made a video about this. They already dropped stuff that we've already seen before, and yeah, I sure did make a video about it because I was like, well, I'm glad they didn't do it, but like, what if they did? What were you guys expecting besides another Black Adam trailer? And like,
No,
I don't know, maybe like that's it. You would probably just get a trailer of Black Adam. That's it.
yeah, I agree, man. But yeah, bro, I'll hit you up later, dude. It's nice
All right,
seeing you.
bro.
Nice seeing you.
Hey man, same
Uh,
here. Same here.
yeah, have a good time in Disney, bro. Enjoy that.
Yeah, man. I cannot, man. I cannot wait.
Sure. But I'll talk to you. I'll see you, man.
All right, bro. You take it easy.
You have a good one, man.